Please mind the gap. Underwater train approaching. Ladies, gentlemen, and variations thereupon. This is Modern Escapism. Welcome to the show. My name is Oodles, the democratically elected leader of this shit. Joining me today, the Chancellor of the Exchequer, is Gadget.
Hello.
Health Minister Stig.
Not so much today.
Education Minister Candy.
Order. That's what they say, isn't it?
And
Order.
part-time Lord Chancellor and Secretary of State. He's back. It's Biggie.
He's back.
That was a poor choice.
He's back.
I'd love to see Biggie as Lord Chancellor, actually. Let's just see what chaos he can sow.
I definitely didn't check my CV.
You've been gone
I mean.
for what seems like 5 years, Biggie. How have you been, mate?
Yeah.
Tell us about your plight.
Oh, yes. So I had COVID last week, and I still have a bit now. Not actually testing for it, but the after effects. I'm not 100% still, but I'm getting there. But
I think the after effects were worse than the
I
actual thing when I had it. The after effects were fucking horrible.
Yeah.
You just want to get normal again.
Still getting fatigue at the moment.
Yeah.
And I haven't got an intro for the news this week because I haven't got the energy for it, I'm afraid. I've got one for next time, though. I've already got it prepped.
That's
I
some
haven't got the energy.
bullshit. Some bullshit.
I have. I got it in front of me.
No, I'm saying that's some bullshit.
Hey,
Come on.
It's not.
let's be kind. Let's be
Bullshit's
kind to
been
each
called.
other.
He's just crying
Yeah, sorry, I missed last
because
week, though.
Gadget put music on mine.
No, I tell you what, it was really good. Very funny. I really enjoyed listening to that. And yes, I do listen to the pods that I'm not on. And I even listen sometimes to the pods that I am on. But yeah, whoever said that last week? Yeah.
Me.
Arrogant.
Me. I just didn't think people... I know Stig likes to listen to it sound
I
in
like
his
to
own
listen
voice.
to
He
it
loves
because I wasn't on, so
When
I
I was
hear what
away,
you
I
talked
listened to
about.
them.
Yeah.
And Gadget ain't got a fucking choice, and I can tell you right now, Candy don't listen to it. She has not got time.
I can't. No, I can't listen to
She's like
myself.
me.
I do listen to it when I'm not on it, but I can't listen to myself speak. I've never listened to an episode of Scorched. I can't bear it.
No,
I can. I got past listening to myself speak ages ago. Like, it does not bother me in the slightest now.
Stig likes to edge to it. He's edging himself to it. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but you don't sound like me.
I mean,
No,
the
he
last
does not.
pod that I was on when Oodles did the German intro and Candy shouted out Heineken, that killed me. That killed me again listening back to that pod. I was laughing away. It was that good.
That wasn't
Really
even
got me
scripted.
up.
That's just fluent German. No, wrong. Incorrect. But yeah, I mean, if you want, guys, let's just get this fucking show on the road. I want to know, because this is the only source I get the news from. What's been happening in the world? He's back, baby. It's Biggie's breaking news.
You may already know, but he doesn't, because it's time for Biggie's Breaking News.
Yes, and straight into gaming. Spider-Man 2 developer weighs in on a game length versus price debate. Marvel's Spider-Man 2 was released this week with a storyline that developer Insomniac has said will take on around about 15 hours to complete or so if you stick to the main story missions. If players decide to delve into it a lot more than side missions like the previous games, the gameplay could be extended to around 40 hours. When it first came to light that Spider-Man 2's main story could be wrapped up in that short time, compared to something like Baldur's Gate 3, which some of you are still playing, and I need to start.
It's only a 40-hour game.
Yeah. The game currently retails for approximately £70 if you're buying it from the store, I guess. And the developer came out and said he believes it's absolutely worth it. He told BBC Newsbeat that Insomniac was aware of the debate about price versus game length, but for Spider-Man 2, the team thought it was all about the quality of the final product. For us, it really comes down to the experience we want to deliver with the quality we want to hit. Obviously, there's a certain level of, hey, someone's going to spend this much money on a game, so we want to give them the experience that's worth it. So,
How long
where
did
do you
you, how
guys
long
sit
did you
with
say
that?
it was? To rush
15
through it? How
15
long?
About
hours.
15 hours.
To do the
How's
main
that
story.
not long?
Mainline the game.
That's fine.
I think it's fine.
How is that? To me, a short game's like 4 hours.
I think
That's
people
a short game.
I think people generally expect open world games to like have like 20 to 25 hours worth.
Literally, my
main
favourite
story
series,
content.
Resident Evil, there isn't, apart from 6 that we don't like to talk about, they're all 10-hour games. At max.
4 is longer because I literally just looked this up as a point of reference to what came out earlier this year. Resident Evil 4. That's the story. That's about 15 to 20 hours, depending if you know where to go. How much is Super Mario Wonder? That is retailing at 50 quid. That's 9 hours, 8.5 to do the
Mario
main
games
story.
aren't long.
Like 15 to 20 hours for a single player game is fine.
That's absolutely fine in my book.
Yeah.
Absolutely fine.
In my mind, I think I'm not willing to pay £70 for it.
I mean, that's a different discussion altogether.
Yeah. I think because like I didn't buy the original Spider-Man game when it first came out. I got it like
Neither
8
did
months
I.
later, and I got it for like 35 quid, and I thought that was perfect for that. And that was a 15-20 hour game. So this one, I'm just going to wait for it to be on sale.
Yeah,
like
that's
That's
I
the
think
thing.
literally-
You're paying 70 quid to pay it on release date.
yeah,
They
Yes,
always
you
go
are.
down those ones.
it's not going anywhere.
16 to 17 hours was the main story in Spider-Man 1.
Yeah.
So what people moaning about?
I felt Spider-Man 1 were a bit too long.
Everyone just fucking moans these days. There's always a problem, isn't there?
To-
Like, if there's technical problems, fine. Technical problems are an issue.
You know what it is, Stig? It's gamers, mate. Shitheads.
But
I
also,
think-
if you're
I-
clever like me, you can get it for 55 quid.
I think playing devil's advocate, we are kind of in a cost of living crisis. So I think a lot of people are like,
Don't buy it then.
Don't buy it then. Yeah.
Don't buy it. It's a luxury item.
yeah, I think a lot of people aren't because it's a shorter game. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah,
but
no,
like,
I know you're on
if
it.
your
Playing
argument
devil's
is like,
advocate.
it's too expensive, you can't, like,
Don't get it.
I mean that is my argument, and I'm fine to wait 6 months for it.
yeah.
Ain't
Like-
going anywhere.
Yeah.
All new releases now are 50 to 70 quid. That's just the way it is now. Like, just deal with it. People need to be paid for their work. So in order to give them a fair wage, you're going to have to just live with the fact that they're
isn't
more
new.
expensive
People
now.
are paying 60 quid on the Nintendo 64. This
Yeah.
isn't new. This is just what happens.
I think also that the part of this is slightly some of the fallout from Baldur's Gate 3 being the kind of unique one of a kind game that it is. In that,
Yeah, but
it
even
is-
the devs have come out and said, "Don't use us as a standard."
Yeah, I know, but
It's not fair.
But a lot of people are using it as a standard because like, Baldur's Gate 3 took me 100 hours to get through, and I only paid 50 quid for a kind of argument.
Also, a game that benefited from a year of early access.
4 years
Yeah.
for the access.
Divinity
4
Original
years.
Sin, 59 hours.
Yeah,
Up to 150 hours if you want to 100 complete it. Those kind of games are meant to be like that. They're
Yep.
big open world RPGs. Spider-Man isn't. It's open world-ish, but it's
just
an
an
action
action game, innit?
It's an
It's just
action
an
adventure
action
game. Yeah,
Not
it's
to
not.
mention
And it'll
if-
probably
if
run
people-
out of steam if it was 40 plus hours in the sense of
get
all
bored,
yeah.
man.
near 100
I was
hours.
going to
wasn't
say,
it?
like,
Yeah.
if people are making the argument that they're willing to pay more if it's longer, that's going to encourage developers to pad it out with shite.
With crap.
Like Ragnarok.
or like the the recent Assassin's Creed games, not Mirage, the ones leading up to it, where they massively
Valhalla was
criticized.
horrendous.
I would say when they massively criticized for just being over bloated with stuff.
Literally, Valhalla created entire cities and towns where you never needed to technically step foot in. There's no secret content. It's just completely popularized and everything's there, but there's no need to go there apart from saying, oh, I live there. That is it. Do you know what I mean? There's no missions. I've double checked this before. There's no missions. It was
Was
same
Leeds
with the
there?
Greek one, Odyssey. Leeds isn't there, but York
Rude.
is. Jorvik. Doncaster's there.
Day trip for you for in either
I
direction.
I do see, because we've talked about this before. 50 quid for Resident Evil 3 was too much.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's too
That is a
much.
6-hour game.
Yeah. Which was kind of just building off. They didn't really do anything new with it. Like Resi 2 changed things up a bit and did a few
And
new
there's-
things with it.
But they also cut out half of the original Resi 3.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly.
The clock tower,
constraints.
wasn't there.
So that I can kind of get, but Spider-Man, like, it's the same length as the first one.
It's a prestige title.
Yeah.
Stop fucking moaning. Next.
Well, linking in with that very briefly, Insomniac devs have also teased a potential Venom spin-off game. We're going to listen to the fans, and we're going to ask ourselves, okay, what do the fans really want?
Not a Venom spin-off game. Have you seen the films? Have you seen what happens when they try to do Venom on its own?
No, but did you guys play Ultimate Spider-Man on the 360?
Oh, briefly.
No.
You played as Spider-Man and Venom simultaneously, and the Venom bits were the best bits in that game. But then that's before they really, apart from Spider-Man 2, because that game was amazing. But yeah, the Ultimate Spider-Man were good when you were Venom. I really enjoyed that, and if it's something like that, I'm down. I'm down to clown.
Yeah, see what they come up with.
I saw one saying they'd prefer, one reply was saying they prefer to just link with like the Wolverine game.
Yeah.
Do crossovers with that instead.
Make a universe.
And bring in like maybe Deadpool into it or something.
Well, I think the Wolverine game is going to be more like God of War Ragnarok. It's not going to be open world.
Well, no, you couldn't.
It's going to be full open world, isn't it? Like where it feels like
he
it's
can't fly.
World,
he has to run everywhere.
Yeah.
So it'd be pointless.
He has a motorbike.
Yes, but come on. That's not what he's about.
Days Gone.
It's about...
Could be Days Gone, but with Wolverine.
Don't dare.
Wolverine played by Sam Witwer.
Don't give me hope. I'll just take Days Gone 2 right now. Fucking hell, now that's value for money. Next.
Lord of the Rings Gollum game has been redeemed because there's a new $50 King Kong game, which has been labelled a complete scam. The new King Kong game has gone viral due to its unusually poor graphics, with one player labelling it the scam. Skull Island Rise of Kong was released for consoles and PC this week, and quickly social media filled with videos highlighting its shoddy presentation, which at certain points appears to be incomplete. One clip, which has been linked over 30 times on Twitter, shows a cutscene in which the developer appears to have inserted a static image in place of incomplete animation.
No way.
Honestly, Oodles, you need to go and look at clips of this because it's fucking incredible.
What's it called?
Skull Island Rise of Kong.
Who's it made by?
Some
Chile-based Iguana Bee, and published by Game Mill Entertainment.
So,
Skull Island Rise of Kong.
While he's looking for that, I do feel a little bit bad about taking the piss out of this because there's more information's kind of come out of it since. The developer,
look at him.
Yeah,
that's what my picture is. My avatar is.
Oh, he's crap.
Donkey Kong.
Oh, look at him. Oh.
The developer is a team of 20 people, and they were given a year with no direction. They were just told, make a King Kong game. And they were basically given no time. So it's not the developer's fault, it's the person who asked for it. Yeah.
Stop it, Oodles. That's my picture. That's my.
Do you think they got to about 3 months away from release and like, fucking hell, lads, this isn't going to be good. Just make it worse, and at least it'll go viral. People will buy it just for the sake of playing it.
Maybe, yeah.
Like that wolf game on PS4.
Oh, yeah. No, Rise of Black Tiger.
Well, when we finish this, Oodles, look up the clip of the Kong, like
mate, I'm fucking buying it.
Look at it's King Kong, and he comes, he interacts with like one of the dinosaurs, and they just. I
fucking love King Kong.
He looks over to it, and it's a static JPEG image of like,
oh no,
and then it cuts back to him.
I think Candy's made a very good point here as well. According to Games Mill's website, there it says, we have a proven track record for leveraging the equity of some of the world's most beloved brands and working with developers to nimbly bring to life games that delight diehard and casual gamers alike. With a veteran lead team, we know how to navigate the landscape of licensors, developers and consumers, and have proven time and time again an ability to deliver hit games on time, in scope, and on budget.
I genuinely think this looks worse than the 2005 King Kong game.
I mean, that
looked
bad
good
game.
at the time. That looked good at the time. It wasn't a good game.
No, but like if you go back and look at it, it's a 2005 game, so you can imagine what it's. What it looks like
muddy.
now.
I bet it's very muddy looking.
I think you look at images, it looks better than this.
I remember the digital Jack Black in that game. Just a portly man I think it was Jack Black's sound clips from the film.
It was
really badly dubbed into it.
Yeah.
And
The
people
T-Rex
love
is in
that
it.
game.
Looking at the image now of the T-Rexes, they look so much better than the dinosaurs in this. It's nuts.
There's no better game than playing a digital Adrian Brody with a spear, is there? Let's be fair.
Hey, I played that game to completion because
I did, mate. And I also played the Wii version.
No.
it was during that time where I used to like trophy chase, and I'd like rented it from Boomerang, completed it, and sent it back because all you had to do to get the trophies for that game was finish it. Yeah, there was no hidden ones.
I liked it. But it wasn't good, but I liked it.
Yeah.
So the user score on Metacritic for Skull Island: Rise of Kong is a 4.0, which seems a bit high.
It's got a strong 5 on Steam, but that's probably people joking.
You probably, Hang on,
Get a lot of joke reviews on Steam, don't you?
Yeah.
Where's OpenCritic? That's usually better for games than Metacritic.
Is there like a Razzie
yeah.
award for games? I bet the Gollum developers now are just like, fucking
come
on! We're no longer going to get the Razzie.
IGN gave it a 3 out of 10, and they're the only major people to review it.
I bet you honestly, I bet they got some fucking clicks out of that review.
Oh, most definitely.
They did. That's probably one of their most read reviews
The
on
thing
their
is,
site this year.
it's just like Gollum, and it's kind of what Candy said. I've seen people playing this on Twitch and TikTok now because people are so interested to see how shit it looks.
Millions, I bet.
Do you know what the common denominator in this is? Is both those games are based on Andy Serkis.
There is a problem there, yeah. Yeah, that's true. That is true. Did he play Kong in the 2005?
The one with Jack Black in, he did, yeah.
Yeah, he did the motion capture for Kong.
Is he the only man that does monkeys in Hollywood?
Apparently.
No,
he's good at them, though.
Yeah.
He is good at it. He is good at monkeys. That man is monkey.
It's just where like people were saying that they starting to do awards for like motion capture and stuff because his work in those ape films is incredible.
Oh, Caesar's incredible.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Cool. Next.
Speaking of issues, Cities Skylines 2 devs have warned players of performance problems. They said, "We have not achieved the benchmark we had targeted." Just a week before the release.
It then.
Yep. Developer Colossal Order and publisher Paradox Interactive have issued a warning to fans about the City Builders' performance. The statement was posted on the Paradox Interactive forum as both a news items and an FAQ, and the message is essentially to lower your expectations. They've said, "It's a next-gen title, and naturally it demands certain hardware requirements," the statement reads. "With that said, while our team worked tirelessly to deliver the best experience possible, we have not achieved the benchmark we targeted. Despite this, the City Builder won't be delayed on PC as it was delayed on console. We've taken the long-term vision of the project into account and feel that a release now is the right step."
Okay. I don't think they had a choice. It's them stupid board of directors all the time, isn't it? Get that game out now.
It'll be Paradox pushing it more than anything.
Get that game out now. It's not finished, boss. Shut up.
Why? Because I know the Skyline, it's a pretty good game, but I don't see people like shouting for it. Like
in the PC world, people love
Skyline. Yeah, I know, but I don't see like the online discussions like you get with something like a God of War or Last of Us or something shouting for the next one. They're just...
It's no Civilization, is it?
It just felt like it was,
people
once it's done, people will be quite happy to play it. And now what's happened is they've released a broken version and people are going to be like, "Oh, great. I was looking forward to this, but you've released a mess."
Now you've... Yeah, you agree. Yeah, I know what you mean.
It's because they haven't had any big games this year. Paradox had Star Trek Infinite, which has been reviewed badly. And then they've got Age of Wonders 4, which I think is that out now?
Yeah, it's the Age of Empires spin-off one, isn't it?
Yeah.
I bet it's a budget thing.
It will be a budget thing.
Yeah, of course it will.
Age of Wonders 4 is out. So basically, they haven't had a big hit this year, and City Skylines is like a
tentpole, isn't it?
It is a tentpole because like the games that they've got next coming out, because they don't have much on the slate for next year. They've got Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines 2, which has been delayed.
Is that going to actually happen?
Well, it's been delayed constantly.
10 years.
And something called Life by You, which sounds like that's developed in-house. Whereas, like...
Didn't Paradox also publish Lamplighters League? And that's had issues as well, isn't it? Did they publish that?
I don't know if they did that. Paradox, they do sandbox games, don't they? That's what they do. And strategy games.
They do, yeah, they do the XCOM stuff. That's why I think the Lamplighters League was supposed to be
they did
a
XCOM.
big one for them. And I'm sure that's had issues.
Yeah. So it was published by Paradox, developed by Harebrained Schemes, but the
That's
developer
been a bit of a flop as well.
Yeah,
we'll see the last of Paradox. Then that's the next place folding.
Well, yeah, because like the last
keeps happening.
The last games that came out that people really kind of connected to were Crusader Kings 3 in 2020 and Victoria 3 last year, which is an excellent game. But yeah, it's like Star Trek Infinite. The people were just saying, "Well, it's just Stellaris with a Star Trek skin, but not as good as Stellaris." Yeah. So
Stellaris is good.
Paradox have been weird over the past few years. Like, there used to be a really
fold.
Well, yeah.
The world it's happening to everyone now. If you're not having a good, it's like bloody football relegation. If you're not having a good year, man, you're out. It's just happening. You just you're away.
But it puts a lot of kind of negative light on Paradox.
Yeah,
and it makes the developer look like a bunch of arseholes if they haven't had the time they needed to put. And City Skylines has already been delayed once.
I bet they're so frustrated as well.
What's annoying though is you just look at it. They should just look at it and go, look at all the other big games that got delayed, and people are like, that's fine. It's annoying because I was looking forward to it, but finish it, and they've released fine with no major issues, and they've reviewed well. It's like, just do that
again. This is why I want devs. I want devs to and not the devs either. It's the shareholders to look at Cyberpunk. That is the thing you need to look at. If you gave them another couple of years, that would have dropped at a 90%.
Yeah, if it came out how they wanted it to.
It's just pathetic, man. And I get it. It's money. It's a business, but
like me, Gadget, and you as well. Like the disappointment of still not having Silksong, being told it's coming out in 12 months, and we didn't get it. And I'm like, do you know what? It is shit.
Take time.
I'm happy to wait until you finish that and we get the best version.
It's that Miyamoto quote, isn't it? A delayed game is eventually good. A rushed game is bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, but let's not forget Mario time. Come on, guys. It's Mario time for the next 5 months. Let's go.
Have the developers of Silksong actually said anything about the delays?
Yeah, Team Cherry don't say many things.
Yeah, they've been quiet though, haven't they?
No, they've always been quiet.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
The game drops and there's like, his game's out.
Yeah, even when they were doing like the Kickstarter for the development of the original Hollow Knight, there was like about maybe 30 updates on it, and they were just like,
game's out.
It'll be out when it's ready. Hey everyone, it's out now. It's out. 8 months later. DLC, guys.
By the way, it's $14.99. Enjoy.
That's literally what happened with Silksong. There'll just be one day they'll just put a tweet out going, yeah, it's out now. Go for it.
Yeah, and it's less than 20 quid, guys. Go, and we'll all run to internet.
No, it's on Game Pass.
I'm still buying it on the Steam Deck.
I'm still playing it on Switch.
Don't need to, because I've got my ROG Ally.
Okay. Next.
Speaking of Steam,
for more of that chat, listen to our Patreon.
Diablo 4 Steam reviews are down to mixed, less than 2,500 players.
Yep.
As it had been released on Valve's platform, people have been sharing their responses to Blizzard's RPG alongside the launch of Diablo 4 Season 2. Less than 24 hours since Diablo 4 Steam launch, hundreds of reviews expressed a combination of praise and criticism, lowering Diablo 4's current score to less than 60%. Whilst the game has been available on PC since June via their launcher, it's Steam's release which has attracted under 2,500 players. Meanwhile, Overwatch 2, another Activision Blizzard game recently relaunched on Steam, still has overwhelmingly negative rating based on user reviews. Microsoft will remember this.
So on Steam...
If anyone wants to purchase a sealed copy of Diablo 4 on PlayStation 5, hit me up. I will not be playing that game.
Just looked up on Steam charts. So the all-time peak for Diablo 4, remember? Really big tentpole franchise. A lot of people love Diablo 1, 2, and 3 for all their faults.
Yeah.
All-time peak on Steam since it came out last week, 12,000.
We get more listeners than that. That's shocking. That's really bad.
Yeah.
That's really bad.
And the lowest it recorded on the 20th of October, so Friday, the day that it came out, was 3,100 players.
Oh my word. That's Battleborn numbers.
Yeah. This is
Wow.
like, granted, yes, most people who wanted to play it on PC would have played it on Battle.net, so it's not really a fair comparison. But it's interesting to see that, like, some people don't want to deal with Battle.net, and there are more people on Steam. So, you know, it's like games will come out exclusive on the Epic Game Store. People will wait for it to come to Steam. So you would expect there to be a decent chunk of players on Steam.
It's just a bit mucky, isn't it? I mean, Microsoft's Diablo 4. That's what I'm going to be calling it from now on. It's not really worked. It's not really worked for Activision, this, has it? I think a lot of it, honestly, and it's kind of political, but I think a lot of people are voting with a wallet on this one, finally.
They are.
I think we're seeing it. I won that copy and I don't want it. You know what I mean?
Just for comparison's purpose, the much maligned Overwatch 2, which is still one of the lowest rated games on Steam, playing 8 minutes ago as of recording, 21,000 players.
Wow.
So,
nobody fucking likes that.
And no one likes that game. So, yeah, Diablo 4's dead, mate. It's deader than tank tops.
Yeah. See ya. Next.
So what isn't dead? The Witcher, because a remake is in development. CD Projekt have just announced that the Witcher remake is being worked on.
Didn't we already know
it'll
that?
be rebuilt from the ground up in the Unreal Engine 5.
I'm sure
I
we
knew
already
this,
knew
so
that.
If I knew this, you all knew this.
Maybe
we
they
knew.
just
It's cool though. I'm
confirmed
glad
it,
I was
guess.
reminded.
We need this because we need it without the trading card game that was in the original one. Don't we?
Yeah. Yeah, we don't need the trading card game. I mean,
Put Gwent in it, please.
put Gwent in it, less booby cards.
Yeah. Whoa.
Yeah, hang on, that's
Whoa,
a bit.
whoa.
No,
Sorry,
stay
go back to that.
Hang on now.
So,
Even incels thought it were a bit too much.
No. This is the director's original image. Look, come on, guys. Come on.
For those who aren't aware, the trading card game in the original Witcher series. So there is that whole thing with The Witcher that you can romance a lot of the NPCs. In the original Witcher game, you got scantily clad trading cards for every female character that you bed.
Notches on the bedpost.
Oh,
game.
I am pre-ordering this.
And there was about
It's not going to be on the new one, mate. It's
was
not going to be on the new one.
Am I
300,
right?
I think.
No, not that many. It was about 30,
It
I
was.
think.
No, there's loads.
But the thing is, given how janky the graphics look, like the best looking art in the game with these like scantily clad trading cards of fucking Triss Marigold.
Yeah.
That would have been much better in Fantasy X, I tell you.
Oh,
I
yeah.
hate those card games in Final Fantasy. They're shite.
Yeah.
Whoa. Triple
Yeah.
triad, baby.
Yes. You know it's truth.
That's some
No,
very
Triple Triad was
awesome.
some very sexy cards.
Fact.
I'm just looking at them now.
Stig's Googling it.
I'm Googling them now.
That's the thing. It's not just that they're like kind of pin-up pictures of the characters. Like they are.
There's a woman with a chain on here being pulled into bed. There's a woman in a bathtub with a big
Andy, why are you
boobies.
perking up?
Because she wants a bit of Geralt action. She wants to be on one of them
Oh,
cards.
there's a maid bent over
I
here.
heard
Come on,
bathtub.
sir.
Candy's going to have to do some artwork for the cards for us now.
I'm pretty sure as well. I'm pretty sure they were called wench cards or something like that.
Wench
Wenches.
cards. Has he
I
given a
want
wench?
these in Scotch sheep.
You are not getting them. We are not doing
Yes.
sex and Scorched sheep. Not after what went on in fucking Filthwater.
Fancy a game of
absolutely no
titties?
shagging.
Yes, I'm in.
Yeah, so get your wench collectibles from your your best nearest retailer. Fuck that. I hope it's not in it. Put Gwent in it. You know the good game that you created? That.
I'm trademarking
Next.
titties.
I just had, for some reason, it pops into my head. Imagine having sexy Pokemon trading card, but it's just like every Pokemon, but just
They're
it's
animals.
it's got tits. So it's like Pikachu with tits.
Isn't that just rule? What is it? Gadget rule?
I think that would. Well, to be fair, that would be Rule 63, wouldn't it? If there is a male version, there is a female version.
What's that website? Is that it? Rule 63?
What website?
There's a website, isn't there, where you
Sticks out when he's sent now.
You literally mentioned it before. Like when
There's
if there's a
Rules of the internet.
if there's a thing, there's an internet. There's like
Yeah,
it's literally
because it's just something.
But Gadget
someone
doesn't
put-
know the website.
I think it started on something awful or something like that. Because it was Rule 34.
Rule
of the
34.
internet.
It's an actual website.
Yeah, if it exists, there is porn. in it.
Yeah.
Are
No,
you,
I
are
thought-
you looking for the actual porn site?
Yeah, Rule 34 is the actual site.
.com.
Rule 34.xxx.
Hang on, is there
If it exists, there's porn of it.
version of us? Is there a
There must
parody
be porn
porn
version
account
of
of
us.
us?
I've got some on my
Oh my
phone if you
God.
want me to send it to you, mate. Of me.
Did I
Anyway.
put Pokemon in?
No.
Oh, dear.
Oh, I just clicked on the website and I think I've got a virus.
Yeah, the clap.
What is wrong with people? Jesus.
You're the one
I
on
mean-
the website.
You're the
Candy's
one
the
that
one that brought
you're the one that brought it up to tell us about this. I never knew Rule 34 existed until you brought it up.
You remember, you used to lurk in Reddit. You used to
Yeah.
lurk.
All that dodgy,
4chan.
all that dodgy Reddit perverts.
There's a
Yeah.
lot of dodgy Reddit perverts.
Oh, I've just found a sexy Roadrunner with his ass out.
What, the bird,
Oh
the
my God.
Roadrunner?
The Roadrunner, yeah.
Meep.
Meet indeed.
Meet.
And
See
Sexy
him, yeah.
Roadrunner is the episode title. There we go. That's what's happening.
Why are people wanting to fuck animals so much? I've never understood it.
Oh,
There's
you
so
sweet
many
summer
humans in
child.
the world. There's
Next.
so many humans in the world.
Next.
Next. Yeah.
Everyone's
Fucking
gone
weirdos.
Sadly, PlayStation's visual arts have appeared to have suffered layoffs. Among them, former senior level designer Daniel Bellamere wrote, "Unfortunately, following a wave of layoffs last week, was my last at PlayStation. Whilst there is certainly not the news I was hoping for, I'm grateful to have had a chance to work amongst extremely talented colleagues on incredible projects, and I'm leaving with good memories of my time there." He was based in San Diego and was working on an unannounced project. It's unclear if he was based at PlayStation's Visual Arts Group or Sony San Diego. They were founded in 2007 with the goal of growing some of PlayStation's biggest franchises. They brought work to prominence on The Last of Us Part 1, and the work reportedly saw the game be brought in-house at the original studio Naughty Dog to finish off their project.
That's a shame, innit? But at least it sounds like he's ending in good terms.
I kind of think Sony are making a lot of bad decisions at the minute.
They're not good people.
No. It all started when they closed down like Studio Liverpool and Japan Studio in the space of a couple of years.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
come on. I mean, they've also had a lot of change up at the top. And like, I'm thinking like someone needs to like stabilize Sony because they seem to be doing really weird shit.
Really
agree.
weird shit. I think this, again, a company that's got so many headquarters across the world, you know what I mean? Europe, America, Japan, I bet they're all just like excommunicado, do you know what I mean? They're just not talking to each
Yeah.
other and everything's just fucking mental. Language barriers, etc. It's just going nuts. I'd love to be a fly on wall in some of them board meetings. I'd love it. It'd be so interesting.
Think you'd fall asleep, mate.
Yeah, but just old white men going, this is what they like. This is what they like. Those people. What have you just put in the chat, Candy?
Are we out of touch? No, it's the gamers that are out of touch.
Have you seen what Candy's put in the chat? It's a sexy Internet Explorer logo.
Oh, fucking hell.
You are a disgusting creature. Maybe if you guys weren't such dicks to me, then maybe you'd get some of this.
I can't stop looking.
And there's a sexy Microsoft Windows
With
behind it.
Microsoft underneath with some big titties. This is fucked up.
That's my
hate
favourite
people.
so far.
Are you
We've
just
gone too far as a
browsing through
civilization.
Rule
We need to
34
end.
now?
Yeah.
We literally need
Stop, Candy,
an
you're gonna burn
extinction
your
level
brain.
event. No, we need an extinction level event. Start again. We've gone too far.
We
We've
still
gone
get back
too
to this
fucking
point
far.
at some point, though. So
It will eventually.
It'll
In another
return-
millennium.
it'll
In another
return back to
millennium, we'll be
this.
back.
Hey, this was happening in years and years ago. There's cave drawings
Yeah.
with dicks on the wall. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
Dix was one of the first things ever put to the fucking wall. There's the discovered charcoal. Oh, I can print a dick.
Draw a
Big
dick.
dick. That's what it was.
It's a time to penis, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, next. Candy, stop it.
Okay, I'll stop.
You're on first verbal warning.
Okay, back to reality and the world of film and TV. A group of A-list actors, including George Clooney, Ben Affleck, Emma Stone, Tyler Perry, and Scarlett Johansson, proposed a $150 million deal to SAG-AFTRA acronym. They also proposed a residual formula where the lowest names on the call sheet who most need the money to be the first to be paid. This deal would span 3 years and include A-list actors defraying the costs to the AMPTP signatories by eliminating the cap on membership dues to be used to bolster health benefits and other areas that SAG-AFTRA is trying to shore up.
Yeah, that's good.
good.
Really good.
Mm-hmm.
Collective responsibility.
nice.
The richest pay the most in. Communism.
Yep.
Well,
We're getting there.
Communism is socialism.
Well, it's only a few steps to the left, and we're right into communism.
Oh, that's why you're growing a mustache.
It's the cha-cha slide, mate. Slide to the left. That's what it is, mate.
Slide to the left. Comrade.
Keep going to the left. Don't stop. Keep going. Gulag. Everybody clap your hands. Next. Sorry, Stig. We're
Speaking of
nagging you.
the
He's
delays
still
of the
on
strike,
Rule 34.
this may not come as a surprise to anybody, but Deadpool 3 has been delayed from its May the 3rd, 2024 release date.
Oh, it should be.
With no new date now announced.
Yeah,
Many
fair
fans
enough.
were speculating that Deadpool 3 would end up getting delayed as the ongoing strikes made the timetable for completing this production look more and more impossible.
Yeah, fair.
Apparently,
Did you
they
see
might.
the latest... Oh, go on, sorry.
So apparently, they might put the Captain America film in its place because that's closer
Yes,
to completion.
I heard that.
Yeah.
Did you also see the latest images of Hugh, nearly 60-year-old Jackman, being absolutely jacked?
Oh, yeah.
Well, that was the point somebody made, because they said that
He looks
obviously
incredible.
to
And
be
he's
in
going through some
those,
shit as well in his personal life, and he's just like,
to be in those
He's just a
movies, they've obviously got
monster.
to hit the gym and train up for it. So obviously that's going to
they've got to keep
delay.
that going now, haven't they?
He's got to
I
stay in a
think they've done
permanent
half the film
level
or
of
something. They said.
dehydration.
Luckily for Ryan Reynolds, he's got that
Yeah.
slim toned body anyway, so it's a bit easier for him. But Jackman's fucking jacked.
Well, also Ryan Reynolds just has to wear a red suit and then he's covered in body
Yeah.
makeup if he has to have a shirt off. So
Yeah,
he'll be fine.
Yeah, exactly.
It's Jackman needs to stay jacked.
I feel for him, man, because that must be awful on the body and the mind. Must be fucking intense. Oof. Next.
Netflix has added 8.8 million subscribers amid its password-sharing crackdown and hiked
Bullshit.
prices for some of the plans.
Bet they're sat there
Netflix
going, it worked.
Yeah, and now Disney are
Cha-ching.
following suit.
Yeah.
Bastards.
Netflix revealed its third quarter earnings, announcing it had added 8.8 million new subscribers last quarter, marking its best quarterly subscriber growth in more than 3 years. For comparison, it added 2.4 million subscribers during the same period last year.
That is fucking
And they're about to hike
mental,
their
isn't it?
prices as well.
Capitalism works, guys. It works.
Oh, it shouldn't though.
Mm.
I know.
In the
but it
UK,
does.
the basic plan will jump from $6.99 to $7.99, and the premium plan will go from $15.99 to $17.99.
What?
You know.
I didn't know that bit. When are they coming out with the
We do
advert
now.
one? I'll pay for the advert one, mate.
It's already
Fine.
out, I think.
Yeah, it's out now.
That's a basic one. Yeah.
Is that
The
basic?
ad-supported and standard plans
I'm
remain
dropping down then,
unchanged
yeah.
for those regions.
Yeah.
I'm dropping down then. I'm not paying $17.99. That is insane.
I mean, I pay for it. I pay for the top one so I can use it on multiple devices at once.
Yeah, but there's never really a moment
not-
when I'm watching it and she's watching it and the kids are watching it. They like
And
Disney Plus.
4K. I just wanted the best looking stuff.
Oh, do you not get that on the advert one?
No, you get it
No.
in standard definition. Not even
Oh,
HD.
fuck it. I will pay $17.99.
My eyes
Won't
can't.
enjoy your 640p.
My eyes can't go back
No
to standard
way.
definition anymore.
No way, mate. It hurts my eyes. To get better glasses.
Can you still
I have to
watch-
get some goggles on.
People still watching sports in standard definition. Like, what are you
That makes
doing?
me sick. That makes me sick.
Yeah.
Who's that on pitch? Can't tell. Cannot tell.
Can't tell because the green of the grass is just blooming everything over.
Fuck that. I will pay £59 million if I have to, so I never see standard definition ever again. It's fucking horrendous. Disgusting. Yeah, fine. I'm fine with Netflix. Whatever you want to do, guys, you do it. You got my support.
You ever go to watch an old DVD and realise what we had to put
It's
up with
awful.
back then?
I tell you what, I have
Yeah.
not realised how bad some of them were until I started watching some older films with Amelia. I have to apologise to her how shit they look.
I'm sorry, this is shit.
And she's like, "Oh, it's fine. I don't mind." Like she
You
said,
do really, though, don't you?
no, she's pretty good with it. She's like, "I don't mind as long as the story's good." I'm like, "That's the right spirit," but no,
Daddy's not got that spirit.
but I'm fucking.
Daddy's paid for this really good TV and HD Blu-ray, high definition Blu-ray player. It's not good.
Yeah.
I've got that. I've got that super like 4K version of The Thing. I'm sure Biggie's got it as well. And I watch it every month. I watch it every other month, to be honest. It's one of my comfort films. And my mate had it on at his house the other day, just off the telly, and he had it on fucking. Oh my god! I was like, "What's that?" And he ain't got a 4K telly. I'm like, "This looks old."
When I watched it in 4K, I couldn't believe the doc had a nose ring. I never even noticed that before.
You couldn't tell, could you?
No.
It's insane.
So weird.
Is that what Kurt Russell really looked like?
Yeah, God, he's bloody handsome.
I think we were like, I'd mentioned this to Kate the other day about how good it looks now for TV. There was a close up in Gen V of two people's faces next to each other.
Yeah,
and the fucking detail you can see now is incredible.
Yep. Mm.
I've been watching True Detective again. I've been watching that again in the 4K version of that. My God, it's like a film. I know it's an expensive show, like, but fucking hell, it's like a Fincher film. And it's insane. Fuck SD. Get away. Next.
4K porn has a lot to answer for. Director
good.
Matthew.
It's good.
You can see all the individual
Matthew Vaughn has come out and he thinks that Star Wars should have a reboot and only focus on, the Skywalker family.
He's an idiot.
Why are the Star Wars characters so hallowed? Huh?
Matthew Vaughn said that.
Yeah, he said, why are the characters so hallowed that from 1977 you can't redo it for a new audience?
It's a wide fucking universe. You can do any. You can do Jedi's on the other side of the universe.
You also don't need
the universe to. We've only been to 2 planets
because kids watch those films and still love them.
They still exist.
You don't need it.
And much as we cry about the enhanced editions of Star Wars, some of the scenes are a bit shit, but the background stuff that they did, like making
sound and lasers,
like sound, the lasers, and also like kind of just adding kind of background CGI to make things look bigger and wider. Like that stuff is great and means a lot of those films hold up even better now. You watch the originals now. Ooh, he
did a lot of simple stuff as well, where every star wasn't just a white star. There was colour in the universe.
However, he did take out Nub Nub.
Yeah, that's
a crime, an absolute crime.
And he also put in that Jabba the Hutt scene in A New Hope, which was also shite.
Just so pointless.
When he stands on his tail,
fucking jerky Han Solo.
Just step up over the tail.
Yeah.
Oh, God. It's Jabba's face when he goes.
You don't need to reboot the original Star Wars films. Tell other stories. Like some of the best Star Wars content has not involved the Skywalkers at all. Like Rogue One was incredible. The Jedi games with Cal Kestis.
Andor.
Cal Kestis is a great Jedi.
Yeah,
brilliant.
Like however, as well, remake shit things. You don't need to remake the good stuff. No. Remake the things
Episode
that failed.
1.
Yeah.
Episode 2.
Yeah, make Attack of the Clones better.
Yeah, shorter. A lot shorter.
Or just go from Phantom Menace to Revenge of the Sith. We don't need the middle bit.
We don't need the middle bit. We can all talk about the Clone Wars. We can just talk about them. They had these Clone Wars. Mental. The next one. Next. Okay, Matthew Vaughn. You can go
couple of quick announcements. Gen V has been renewed for season 2, and The Bear has been renewed for a 3rd season.
Yes, that's fucking great news. Both excellent shows. If you've not watched The Bear, listener, fucking
I really need to watch season 2. I don't know. I haven't got on it yet.
Oh, it's good. It's better.
I mean, season 1's incredible. So
we watched the first 3 episodes of the first season. Yeah, it's very good.
Stressful, isn't it?
Did you love that?
Did you love that? I've only watched 3 episodes, not all 8. I had to take a break.
Did you love that line from episode 1 about the Snyder cult freaks or something?
I did.
When I saw that, I just giggled and I was like, God, you'll love that line.
I fucking did love it.
Yeah, this is great news. I mean, I've been catching up with Gen V. Fucking hell, that's firing on all cylinders, isn't it, Candy?
Oh, yeah.
Great. We haven't watched this week's, but we've caught on the first 4.
It's so good.
It is. I thought the weeks before was a little less good, and then it's right back up again.
We're going to wait for it all to be just binge it in a week.
Did you enjoy the Soldier Boy?
Oh, come on, you know I did.
All women like a bit of Soldier Boy.
Taught her everything she knew.
He's very handsome.
Dun, dun, dun.
You! Next.
Finally, to the world of the weird web. I've got 2 for you this week because these are
Bloody hell,
absolute
strap in.
crackers. First one, Air Asia's boss, Tony Fernandez, has drawn criticism after he posted a picture of himself getting a massage without a shirt on whilst attending a management meeting.
I saw this. Is fucking stupid.
In a post on LinkedIn, which now appears to have been deleted, the entrepreneur wrote, it had been a stressful week. And he was there at his meeting, topless. He's not the most slim pickings of people, is he? Moves for out.
Is he going to win the David Brent Award this year then?
Might well do.
That is ridiculous.
But the thing is, it's his caption that he had on the picture as well. Is got to love Indonesia and Air Asia culture that I can have a massage and do a management meeting, and he is just sat there fucking tops off, some poor lass behind him massaging him in front of an iPad doing a meeting.
No, but I do like that caption, but in his head he's like, love Asian birds, me. That's what his caption's reading. That's exactly what his caption's meaning.
But you see, Oodles, this is what you need to be taken away from the business world as you move into management. You need to you need to be thinking of like new solutions like this. Get a massage during a meeting. Helps you think.
Sure, you've got
the various people quote it.
Let's all get massages
I have
next
started
week.
to aggressively drink San Pellegrino. Aggressively.
Several people commented.
Oh, yeah.
One person wrote it was inappropriate and absurd, and a second one said it was unprofessional. He should be setting an example of good work ethics and culture, not flaunting his body and privilege. And then some people went on to say some CEOs need to stay off LinkedIn. However, others were less critical, saying it's a good example of how working from home should always be.
He wasn't at home. He was in the fucking office.
On a call, wasn't he?
room.
In a meeting.
He was on a call, yeah. I don't get LinkedIn because I
Amazing.
reckon I get sacked.
Oh, fucking LinkedIn's awful.
I don't go on LinkedIn. No.
It sounds horrendous.
I literally use it just to like keep my CV up there and like apply for jobs when I want to move jobs.
Just in case.
But
yeah.
like the people who post on LinkedIn are universally fucking lunatics.
Are they all them runners as well? Crossfitters and stuff like that? Are they all them people?
Loads of crossfitters and they can cross fuck off.
You can run off a fucking cliff and die.
No, it's the
Dickheads.
starting my day with a coffee and an inspirational tweet.
Yeah, the kind of people who say like my day starts at 4 a.m. 4:20, I'm on the treadmill doing meditation and like shit like that.
By 8
Have you
o'clock,
seen that
I
guy?
arrive at the office.
This guy-
5 hours into the
Like
day.
Mark Wahlberg.
Yeah, no, there was a guy that came up on my TikToks, people taking piss out of me. It's just like, I goes, my day is 3 days in one. So I do this. He's like, I do this between 4 a.m. and 10
Time
a.m.
hack.
Then I do this between 10 and people are like, so you just split your days up. Like a day is still a day. You've just done better with
If you
your day.
really want to be
Like,
successful in business, I go to bed at 6:45 in the morning and get up at 7. 15 minutes is all you need, baby.
I saw that clip of that guy. Yeah, basically, yeah. His essential argument was that I split my day into 3 6-hour
6
chunks,
hour days,
and
yeah.
as a result, I have 21 days a week. It's like, no, you fucking don't, mate. You're just working yourself into an
you just
early grave.
segregate
also-
your days, but like,
Also, as an expert in this field, they are on cocaine. There is no way you
Oh,
can time hack
absolutely.
unless you are on cocaine. Because that's the only time travel thing that exists in this universe.
Also, Oodles,
I tell ya.
an important fact you should know about Tony Fernandez, this topless CEO. Until July this year, he was the majority shareholder in QPR.
Of course he was. Keeping that place afloat. I start my day with 5 thick rails on the table. And away I go into the future.
Wasn't that your touring career?
Yeah, basically. Here's your wages. Thank you. That fucking Hoover from Teletubbies were based off me. You've got another one, have you, Biggie? And he'll
Yeah, finally, this is a quick one. Fans think something is missing after Dwayne Johnson's waxwork was unveiled.
This is the story of the year.
Dwayne Johnson has been given the honour by the Greve Museum in Paris. The legendary actor's figure has finally been unveiled, and fans wasted no time in lining up to get a picture of them standing next to the rock. The waxwork shows the Jumanji star standing with his arms crossed and dressed in a blue-collared t-shirt and navy pants. it's definitely an interesting take on the actor, especially because we usually see him in a gym gear looking absolutely jacked. And obviously the pictures, obviously a visual thing, doesn't quite work for a podcast, but
we're usually used to seeing him as a mixed-raced man, not a white guy.
I was going to say, the thing that's missing is melanin.
I actually thought it was Vin Diesel.
He's not
when
the
I first
Rock, he's
saw
the
it.
fucking stonewashed pedal,
Yeah, it looks more like-
in it.
it's more like Toretto than the Rock. It's mad.
That is not a mixed race fucking waxwork at all. His dad was fucking black.
Wait, no, his dad was
Come on.
Samoan.
Was it his mum that was black?
No, his mum was Samoan, his dad was black.
Oh,
There
was
you
it?
go. There you go. He's a mixed race man.
Rocky
He's a man
Jackson.
of
I'm
colour.
corrected.
That is a white. Whiter than me. That's super white.
Because
It's
you're more
ridiculous.
tan.
And it's again the facial features as well. I think they're just off. And again, this is a very audible medium, but we do have a YouTube channel, and you've got access to the internet. Look it up. It's fucking ridiculous.
Actually, his mum
It's
was
awful.
His mum was Hawaiian. Sorry, just before anyone corrects
There
me.
we go. Yeah, they'll come after you, Steve. They'll come after you. But yeah, it is awful. It's awful. Is that the news?
That's it, dude.
Can we just do one more?
Breaking news?
No, it's not breaking news. I just wanted to say rest in peace to Bobby Charlton. Probably
Oh, of course,
one of
yes,
England's
yes.
greatest
Absolutely.
footballers
Right, yes.
ever. Like,
Legend.
yeah, and
Legend.
regardless of the fact that he played for Man United, he's still
Manu.
Yeah,
Yeah.
still an amazing footballer.
You can shove that aside. Just
Yeah,
how weren't
and
born when he played for them.
amazing player and amazing ambassador to the game. So it's a very sad loss. The man survived the Munich crash. He won the Champions League. He was one of United's. I don't know if he was one of United's top goal scorers. He was one of England's most capped players. Yeah, just
And he
a
was
great
a
player.
Geordie.
Lifted the World Cup.
there
He
you
was
go.
from Newcastle.
Yeah.
Well, just outside Newcastle.
he was.
And
He was a northern man.
And I only realised that back when I was 17 and I was working in a restaurant in a small village outside of Hexham, him and his brother, Jackie Charlton, came in for lunch.
Now
And they were
we love a bit
thoroughly
of Jackie.
Thoroughly lovely guys. And unlike most customers at that time, I got a tip from them. So I've always had a soft spot for the Charlton brothers.
Yeah.
Again,
World Cup
like
winner.
Steve said, great ambassadors.
Yeah,
World Cup winner.
and could rock an amazing comb over.
And flat cap. Don't
Yeah.
forget the flat caps. So you know he was
And having
northerner.
having a fag at half time. You got to love it. Spark up,
Yeah.
boys.
What's
We're
the
back
tip?
on in 15
Working
minutes.
on your free kick technique and
Yeah, that's it. Oh, God, gotta love them. Yeah, massive loss. That is the news. It's time for the main part of the podcast. Now I'm going to break everyone's heart. I've done fuck all this week, so I'm not saying shit on this. I'm just going to interrupt everyone else as they say their shit. So I've done nothing new. I've watched things that are current that I've already discussed. I have done stuff. I've not stared at walls all week. But Gadget, what have you been up to?
I've been up to a few things. I started listening to, and I'm going to mention it here because I didn't want to go into it in detail as a review because it's obviously something we avoid, but I'm listening to an audiobook called A Decade in Tory by Russell Jones.
Oh, what's this about?
Well, Russell Jones came to kind of prominence on Twitter because he would do the Week in Tory over the last 10 years or so. He would do a thread on a Friday of all the bullshit that was going on. I turned it into a book, so I'm listening to the audiobook version of it. And it's obviously, it's telling things from when David Cameron became Prime Minister all the way up to kind of 2021-ish, Boris Johnson era. Fuck me, it's depressing. But it's very funny. There's some good insults in there. I'm not going to go into the detail of it because we don't talk politics, but it's
Is it quite
worth a
satirical, though?
It's very factual. The humor from it comes in the way he insults Tory politicians consistently.
Well, I'm a fan. Already.
It's also
who isn't?
14 and a half hours long. A lot happened in 10 years.
That's value for token. That is value for token.
It's value for token. I'm at
Love that,
2018
love that.
and I've still got 9 hours left.
And guess what? When the book ends, it doesn't stop.
No, I figure most of it's going to be dealing with Boris Johnson. But yeah, I would really recommend that. It's not an uplifting listen, but it's
Before
it's
Stig's head pops
valuable.
off, because it's Tory, it's politics. What else are you bringing to the table?
I finally finished Baldur's Gate 3.
Yay.
Fucking hell, you kept that quiet.
82.5 hours it took me. Sorry, 81.5 hours. I cried at the end.
I
And
shed
I'm
a bit of a tear.
I'm sad, not because it's over, because obviously I can go back and play the game again, but I'm sad because I'll never experience it with the character that I had.
Your first child, yeah.
Yeah, my character, I played her as me, like all the choices that I personally would make.
You looked like her as well. You looked a lot like her, didn't you?
Yeah, the pink horns really kind of had the resemblance, didn't they?
And that tight ass.
But yeah, she got a good ending of the possible endings.
The possible 900 endings.
I was just really, it was like kind of happy sad at the end of it. Like, and I think this solidifies for me that this is not just game of the year. I think this is game of a generation. Like, this is like
strong words.
For me, Baldur's Gate 3 needs to be talked about in like the levels of like Half-Life 2.
Wow.
Like, not the comparable games, but it's that reverence that you have for it.
Yeah. It's in your top 10s of all times.
Yeah. It's a very, truly special game. And I will play it again. I'll do another character. I might do a Dark Urge one and be a right bastard.
That's what my second one is.
But,
it's difficult.
And the thing is, I know that I haven't seen everything because when I was watching the credits go up, there were characters I never even met in there. I was like, oh shit, I need to play it again. Like, I didn't meet Matthew Mercer's character.
There's characters that you did you not? Oh, I did.
No.
There's characters that you can only recruit if you do darker playthroughs as well.
Yeah. Yeah. Well,
so
yeah, as well as that, yeah.
There's reasons to go back in.
But all my party got good endings, got kind of mixed endings. So yeah, everything was good with that. But the main thing I want to talk about, I've been watching a TV series on Apple TV.
Oh.
Called Foundation.
You've gone to it, yeah?
Finally got round to it.
Okay. Isaac Asimov.
Yeah, Foundation is an American science fiction series based on the Foundation series of stories by Isaac Asimov. It's a big ensemble piece. The main characters are the main players in it. Jared Harris, who plays Harry Seldon.
He's great.
Lou LaBelle, who plays Gail Dornick. Leah Harvey, who plays Salva Hardin. And I know this is Oodles' favourite, Lee Pace.
I love Lee Pace. He's so handsome.
He's so handsome and he's so topless throughout most of this show.
Don't make me watch it.
I'm going to make you watch it. Like, I'm 9 episodes in.
I'm 9 episodes in, and I don't want to be upset by it.
No, I'm 9 episodes in. Every other episode, Lee Pace has his top off.
Does he?
And he's jacked.
He's got perfectly curated nipples.
He does
like 10p pieces. 10p pieces, just perfectly cylindrical.
Anyway, yes, so this is based on the legendary Foundation series of novels by Isaac Asimov.
The father of robotics.
The father of robotics. This tells the story of a galaxy-spanning empire, which is brought to its knees by the concept of psychohistory, which is what Jared Harris's character Harry deals in. And basically, he uses math to determine that this empire will fall.
Yep.
He's basically using chaos theory and probability theory to say this empire will fall. You can't stop it. What you need to do is set up the Foundation, who will record the best of history and how to build another empire. And the empires, there's 3 emperors who are all clones of a man called Cleon.
Isn't it?
Yeah, Lee Pace. There are 3 of them at all times. There is
different
Dawn.
ages like the books.
Yeah, 3 different ages. Brother Dawn, who is young child. Brother Day, who is played by Lee Pace, who's the middle-aged one. And Brother Dusk, who's played by Terrence Mann.
No way.
Another talented and handsome actor.
Oh, yeah.
Brother Dudley.
And then eventually when they reach the end of their life, they're called Brother Darkness, and they're killed off for another clone to come up. They are perfect clones of Cleon.
Yeah.
So there are always 3 emperors at any time. They're referred to as empire. The best way I can describe this series, because it's really hard to kind of describe the story without just getting into the fucking complicated spoilers.
Is it a direct adaptation, or of the kind of, because it's very peaceful, the books. They're very...
Yeah.
It's not a shooty. It's not a shooty one, though. It's not sci-fi epic.
There's some shooty moments.
Yeah.
But they've kind of condensed book 1 and 2 together for the first series, and like a big chunk of the first series is focused on the Invictus. If you remember that,
yeah.
And dealing with that.
Huh.
This is basically sci-fi Game of Thrones. That's how they've played it.
Okay.
So you have these grand, epic visuals. You have lots of talky bits with people kind of doing
Has it got
political plotting.
men stomping down promenades in capes and stuff like that? Yeah. I can see it already.
Yeah, mostly Lee Pace, to be fair.
Yeah. He's a good walker.
He's a good walker. He's a tall man, very tall man.
Mm-hmm.
The music is done by Ben McCreary, so you know it's good.
Oh.
Watch it. It's really fucking good.
Oh, so it's
really
good. I was waiting for you to say it's good.
I was trying to describe it the best way to do it. It's really fucking good. It's got that problem. It's got that problem where some of the side actors are a bit hammy or a little bit crap.
Yeah. Like Game of Thrones.
But Game of Thrones had that as well. The core cast are really good. There is some fucking brilliant science fiction here. The visuals are stunning. When they get onto the bridge of the Invictus, oh my god, it's incredible. They're leaning really into the into Catholic imagery with a lot of it. There's a lot of religious iconography going in this one, which wasn't really in the books.
No.
Jared Harris as Harry is fucking brilliant, but I'm realizing I'm yet to see Jared Harris ever be
He's
not
never done
brilliant.
it. He's never been bad. He's never been bad.
He's been in some shit things, but he's always been
Yeah,
brilliant.
but he was good in it.
Yeah. Most of the cast is unknown. So it's like Jared Harris, Lee Pace, and Terrence Mann are the main people that you would know. All the other people are kind of new characters. Alfred Enoch is in it for a little while as well, if you're familiar with the Harry Potter films.
Alfred Enoch.
Yeah. And Reese Shearsmith pops in for a couple of episodes.
From the local shop?
Yes, but doing a very bad American accent.
Oh, why?
Don't know. But the CGI in the show is fantastic. There are some really impressive, epic set pieces, like when the space elevator falls down to the planet of.
So it is coming from the books, then, isn't it?
It's taking a lot from the books. It's cutting out a lot of the waffle that, like,
you mean the Asimov prose?
Well, it's like the '60s prose, like the stuff that Asimov and Clarke would put in there. Like the stuff that makes Rendezvous with Rama go for a lot longer than it needs to, that kind of thing.
How dare you? How fucking dare you?
It's brilliant. It's really, really fucking good. I'm absolutely gripped by it. It's on Apple TV. There's 2 seasons of it, 20 episodes so far. Season 3 started filming in the spring, but obviously because of the Hollywood labor dispute, it's kind of been stalled. But yeah, if you want to see the death of an empire and religious zealots fuck themselves over,
British one.
Yeah, watch Foundation. It's really fucking good. I love it. I think it's brilliant.
Okay. I mean, I can watch that in between when I'm waiting for morning show, because I'm sick of waiting for that, Biggie. It's annoying to wait, isn't it, Biggie, mate? It's annoying to wait for these episodes coming out every week.
It's something I've been missing in pop culture for quite a while. High budget, high concept sci-fi. And
yeah, man.
It's good. It's really fucking good.
Okay. I will start watching that tonight.
Yeah.
Shit.
Lee Pace is topless within the first half an hour of the first episode.
That'll get me off. That'll send me to sleep. Cool. Foundation. I'm saving Stig because he's had a busy week. Candy.
So it's been 41 years since Cheers first aired. It's been 30 years since Frasier got his first spin-off. He's back. He's back, baby.
Oh,
He's back. He's back. Back for the new season.
Those blues
it's
still calling.
Frasier. The blues are still calling. The scrambled eggs are still there.
Is it the same theme tune?
Yes, it is. It's a remix. It's a redo, but it's the same one. Yeah. Well, he's got an older, crumblier voice now.
Yeah, that's true.
So yeah.
He's also a knobhead in real life.
Oh, he was a raging alcoholic. Best friends with Vince Neil as well.
That tells you everything.
I want to see Kelsey Grammer and Vince Neil going out on for drinks. As
long as Vince Neil's not driving, he's all right.
God, right?
Too soon? Is that too soon?
Who's Vince Neil? Remind me. Who's
Motley
Vince Neil?
Crue.
Oh, okay,
convicted murderer.
Yeah, right. Killed someone drink driving.
Twice.
Yeah.
Oh.
So, following the death of his father, Martin, God rest him, Frasier has been invited to teach at Harvard University, and so he moves back to Boston with his nephew, David, who is Daphne and Niles' son, in tow. He's gone to kind of make a connection with his son, Frederick, now Freddie, who was in Harvard for about 5 minutes approximately and then dropped out to become a firefighter. Freddie,
I bet Frasier hates that.
Freddie is an absolute chip off his granddad's block, and the way they set it up is the same way actually they set up Frasier, in that Frasier moves to Seattle and tries to find a bit of a connection with Martin, and it doesn't. It's a bit of a rocky start. Frasier, in the meantime, we learned he's had his own TV show since the radio show, which it kind of devolved into a Jeremy Kyle style American Oprah type talk show.
I don't like that. I don't like to watch that show.
Yeah. No,
like an Alan Partridge style thing.
We've got 3 episodes so far. So at the moment, they're just kind of setting up the story. They're setting up the set. So you've got your usual set. You've got Frasier's house. And do you remember how in, I'll call it the Seattle series, a lot of it was based in the just in the apartment, and then you get people coming to the door. Yeah,
it was a 3-wall sitcom, weren't it?
Three camera sitcom.
It's almost identical. It's not really spoiling it, but Freddie lives across the hall, so it's almost a mix of Friends and Frasier.
I did notice that when I watched the first series of Friends, where the camera just went straight through the hallway as they're walking through. I'm like, huh.
We've got Nicholas Lyndhurst as well, who is another fellow.
Rodney.
Rodders. He's a fellow professor at Harvard, and I think he's going to be.
Don't say American.
No. He's English. Very English.
That's all right.
I think he's going to be a popular addition to the show, because I mean, with the exception of Frasier, that he casts young people, so you got something for the oldies as well.
But now, what best person in Frasier? Hands down.
Yeah,
it's not actually, in this, is it?
It's actually really good. I'm really enjoying it so far. There's 3 episodes. It could go either way. I did eye roll quite hard to begin with, because I forgot that I haven't seen that many shows that still use the canned laughter.
Oh, it does that, does it?
It still does the canned laughter,
that.
And the set that the opening shot is them landing in the airport, and the airport's obviously just a very temporary set and looked quite cheap. I was like, this is going to be fucking awful. But it's not. It's all the familiar beats. It's the same humor, but it doesn't. It's familiar in a comforting way, and not a money for old stick kind of way.
Okay.
At the moment, none of the characters from Seattle Frasier have been in the series. I'm not sure that they're going to. I don't know if that's been confirmed or not.
David Hyde Pierce has specifically said he had not been asked to come onto it.
Yes.
Oh.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Famously. Oh, he might have just been hiding it. He might just be hiding. It might be hiding a secret cameo.
Maybe.
BB, what's her name? Who played Frasier's ex-wife? She's Lilith. Yeah, she said she wasn't asked to go onto it either.
Oh, what a shame.
I wonder if they all fell out.
Well, yeah,
No,
A lot
maybe.
of people fell out with Kelsey Grammer.
I think it's more like the Kelsey Grammer's egos ran away with him.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He's not
telling you now, it'll do fine, and then they'll go, let's bring him back, and then they'll be regulars.
Yeah.
When he realises,
if it does
we
well,
kind of want the rest.
Yeah, I mean, if it does well, surely they would at least do a cameo.
Is it on Paramount then?
Yeah, Paramount. So
Yeah,
you can watch it on Amazon if you want to pay for the. I think it's £5 a month.
You just sign up for a free trial, guys.
Yeah.
I know you said the thing about canned laughter, but if the original show had like a studio audience in, you kind of have to, because it would just feel so weird without him.
Yeah.
Jokes are different when it hasn't got the laughter in it, isn't it?
It's like that's the type of show it is. I remember one episode of, I don't know if people have watched it with us, one episode of that 70s show where Topher Grace came back right at the end, and they did it without a studio audience, and it was weird. Like usually when a character returns, they get a big cheer and there's laughs, and there's nothing there, and it's like, that was a really weird scene.
Did they do that without a studio audience so they wouldn't reveal that he was back?
No, I just didn't. Was it that, or he didn't have time to do it, or something?
No, it was very specifically because it was supposed to be a kind of a twist ending.
They could have just gone out and told everyone, couldn't they? Because it's shot months before it comes out on telly.
For me, it didn't work, and I'm just thinking that would be the same if you brought this whole series back and said, "We're bringing Frasier back, but it's not as you knew. It's going to be slightly different." And you're like, "This is just weird."
Yeah. Well, again, because they have the kind
right.
of pregnant pauses. It's almost as if it's a theatre show.
I love that on TikTok when you watch Friends episodes without any laugh tracks. Or the memes I keep sending you about Ross when he's a creepy little bastard.
Yeah, it makes Ross feel like a real fucking rapist.
Yeah, it's awful. They
Dark music. They do put like dark music over the background of it.
when he's staring at Jennifer Aniston through a window, and he's like, he's just fucking staring. But I bet it worked like that in the show. I bet they were laughing and stuff. Do you know what I mean? It's weird.
Yeah.
But you recommend it then?
Yeah, I'm really enjoying it so far. Like I said, only 3 episodes in it. There's also a really nice tribute to Martin Crane and also the actor that played him as well. So there's some nice nods to the Seattle version and to Cheers as well. Actually, it's cute. But yeah, if you like Frasier, you'll
going to turn
like
up.
Oh,
probably not. He'll be too stoned to work out where he's going.
Yeah, that's true.
And probably not because Kelsey Grammer won't bear for him to still look the same as he did 41 years ago.
Yeah, I'd be fuming.
And Kelsey Grammer has visibly aged.
Yeah. He looked better as Beast in X-Men, didn't he?
Oh, yeah, it's quite handsome.
I was just going to say that.
He looked great as Beast. He was a great Beast. Cool, Frasier. Oh, okay. I've got 2 things I'm going to try now. It's working for me, this podcast. It's a good podcast, this, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's fucking wild. Biggie.
Yeah, there's a few things I caught up with whilst I was ill. A few episodes of Black Mirror. I did a little catch up with that. I'm only going to name the episodes, not going to review them. But Metalhead, Hang the DJ, and Crocodile I've caught up with. They were really good.
I love Hang the DJ.
Do you remember those?
I like
ones, them, yeah.
It's Metalhead, the robot one.
The dog.
Yes,
I
robot
did
dogs.
like that one.
It's crap, that episode.
Hang the DJ was great.
I don't mind it. I thought it was all right.
Hang the DJ.
Yes,
Fantastic.
really clever.
What was the other
really
one?
Smart. Crocodile.
Can't remember that one.
Yeah.
That was the woman that ends up killing somebody again, and then the repercussions of that with the insurance person trying to track down an insurance claim, and it all combines together.
It's good, that one. Really,
it is good, that
really
one.
well put together, that one, yeah.
But I finished a very famous game, finally. Dragon's Quest 11. Oh my God, 120 plus hours into that.
You recommend it?
Yeah, I mean, the game is charming. It's the greatest hits of RPGs.
I can imagine a boat's coming in a minute. A boat.
No, I completely agree with why Oodles loves it. I really enjoyed it. And there were just a few things that I didn't like about how you had to go to back to old areas without certain attributes that you had in the game. That was a bit frustrating.
I've explained this to you. You're playing the
original version.
Yeah.
Not the one that they tidied up, apparently. But as an overall game, and linking back to the earlier conversation about money's worth, my God, I got my money's worth out of that.
And what did you clock? What were your hours?
About 120 hours.
Fucking hell.
And that's all 3 endings. That's the third ending, plus most of the side quests all done.
There's 3 credits in that game.
I'm only on 45.
But you're playing it
I won't ruin it for
slowly.
Oh, yeah.
The credits at the end of the proper final ending were really
ones.
Cool.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah. I jumped back on Cyberpunk after Oodles recommended it.
In it goes.
And started again. And like Gadget quite rightly pointed out, that opening...
One of the best openings ever, that.
Yeah. I had my headphones on for it as well. And I was well into that.
So
8 hours. That opening is approximately 8 hours before you even get the opening title come up for the game.
It's so good. It's so good. I love the bit.
But the game's got its hooks into me. I want to play it
when you're in the hiding behind the telly and you're listening to them talking, and it's so fucking good. And I love Jackie so much, but I'm not going to mention anything else. But Jackie as a sideman, as a wingman, he's going to go down in history. Him. What little time you get to spend with him, I think he's fantastic. It's John DiMaggio, isn't it? It's a pretty unrelentless opening as well, because once you have that big scene and the
the reveal, the twist, and then there's another bit that comes up, and then there's another interlude, and then there's the final bit of the opening. It's just full on. But yeah, really, really cool. Really enjoying that.
And they've added cats to the game.
What, sorry?
They've added cats to the game, and you can pet them.
Yeah.
Oh,
even in the intro.
There was one.
Even in the intro
that as well. Yes,
it's funny you should mention it just then because my particular cat is cunting right now. So.
Also, minor spoiler: they've added other animals that you can touch.
Oh.
Quite a few more different animals.
Like a trouser snake.
No, but remember, for instance, the iguana makes a comeback.
Oh, yeah, I do.
Yeah,
makes a comeback.
So there was that. Did watch Dharma. I know Stiggy's reviewed this before.
Nope.
If I remember right, the dramatization, that was Jeffrey Dahmer. That was really cool.
I don't think Stig reviewed it, but I did say that I watched the first episode and couldn't watch anymore because it made me sick.
I think I reviewed it.
It was Candy. No, I didn't see it.
I know one of you did.
I didn't want to watch it.
It makes me sick. I watched the first episode and I couldn't watch anymore.
It's incredible. It's a fantastic portrayal by Evan Peters. But yeah, I mean, clearly the guy is insane and messed up. But it was just an interesting dramatization, and also the fact that he could have been caught quite early on as well due to the incompetence of the police. It's quite an interesting story about how that happened and neighbours raising suspicions and stuff.
I wouldn't say it was even incompetence, was it? It was willful ignorance.
Ignorance.
Well, yes, you got that too. Yeah, I mean, it is a hard watch, but I do recommend it. And there's also a Netflix documentary, conversation tapes as well.
Yeah,
with interviews with him as well, which
he frightens me.
Fills out some of the blanks. But yeah, without a doubt, it's one scary.
That's to me, that's real horror to me. That's scarier than any scary horror film.
It is.
Those things like that, I don't know, they get under my skin. And that first episode, and Evan Peters is that good. He stopped me watching it. I was like, this guy, he's gonna go out and do something in real life. He's that fucking good. He's frightening. And even him, he said in real life that it affected him mentally playing that role, didn't it?
I'm sure it did.
I can imagine.
Yeah.
I can imagine. And he's so good in it. He
definitely
really
a Christmas watching it with family.
Praise the guy. Yeah. But on a lighter note, the other thing I just wanted to quickly bring up was another graphic novel I've been reading, catching up with Jupiter's Legacy by Mark Miller, Millar, drawn by Frank Whiteley as well. Really good, fantastic artwork, great story. And I just found out there was a TV series on Netflix, but they've cancelled it already after season 1. But I might check it out anyway, just to see the comparison. But yeah, really good graphic novel about.
I like the art style in Jupiter's Legacy. I think it's really like retro futurism, isn't it?
He did a lot of work with Grant Morrison, didn't he? He's a fantastic artist.
Beautiful,
it's just about some people that end up getting superpowers and help pull America out of the Great Depression in the 30s, and then it's the ongoing saga of superheroes in modern day and the families that they had, and betrayals and all sorts of weird things that come out of that. But it's it's a very short series. It's not very long.
It's very much like a Tame of the Boys, isn't it?
Yes, that's a very good comparison.
It's Tamer. Tame. It's not as disgusting. Yeah. No one's fucking beds and stuff like that and inanimate objects.
But there's some brutal scenes in it, without a doubt.
Shame.
Yeah, really good graphic novel. Really enjoyed that. So I'm going to read the spin-offs as well.
Yeah. So you should, mate. So you should. Again, there's not that much, so you can get through them. You really can. Yeah. Awesome. Now
that's it for me.
Stig, you've had a busy week, boy.
I have. It's all come at the end of this week, though, because for some stupid reason, everyone decided they would launch all the good
everything
stuff
at once
on October the 20th. Yeah. I have got Spider-Man 2. I'm not going to talk about it this week. I'm going to talk about it next week because I'm only a few hours in, and
all he's doing is taking photos.
Yeah, I can't help it. The photo mode, and it's great.
I like a good photo mode,
and it looks gorgeous. Mate. But I'll talk about it in depth more next week because I've not really touched it much, to be honest. Because I have been doing other things. The first one is I've been playing Super Mario Brothers Wonder.
Right. Okay. So my lad wants to play this, and I kind of want to play this. So your review is going to make me press purchase.
Well, do it because it's fucking amazing.
Fantastic. That's what I wanted. That's what I wanted. And I love a 2D Mario.
So this is obviously Nintendo's latest 2D Mario, and it is not a deluxe version of Mario 3D Land Deluxe or something like that, or or a Wii U Deluxe thing. This is a brand new 2D Mario game. All new levels, all new concepts, new look. Like the way everything looks now is they seem to have this kind of more chunky 3D look to them, the characters, which is really nice. You can play up to, I think it's, 1, 2, 3, 4. You can play it as Mario, Luigi, Peach, Daisy. Two different coloured Toads or Toadette, 4 different coloured Yoshis, and then another character I don't recognise, Nabbit.
So 18-player game.
So you can play as any of those characters, and each of them kind of have a little something different about them. So
like Mario 2, where they've all got a little bit different.
Yeah, not massively, but for example, if you play as a Yoshi, you can't use the power-ups, but you also can't die when you get hit by enemies, and you just kind of...
She's got a shell.
Yeah, he just kind of goes... Does he know when you get hit and you have invisible hitbox for a moment?
Yeah.
It just that just happens to him, but you also
That's
do
good
get
for people that are not good at the game, aren't they?
Yeah, exactly. So if you've got a kid who struggles with with enemies or jumping over the snapping plants or anything like that,
be a Yoshi.
It's really good for children, and it also has that extra little Yoshi bling, when his legs.
Yeah, I love Yoshi
when his legs go in the air and he gets that extra little boost in the air. But I'm presume most of you have seen the trailer for this, and you've seen the concept with the whole Wonder Seed and it going trippy as fuck.
It's the drug Mario, isn't it?
Yeah,
Mario and drugs, isn't it?
And the whole world just goes into this weird and wonderful...
Fear and Loathing in the Mushroom Kingdom.
Trippy, yeah. Well, this is the Flower Kingdom now.
Oh, is it? Oh, is it? Oh.
Different kingdom. And from that trailer, you get a little snippet of it, but every single level has one of these seeds in, and every single level has something new and unique in it.
I love that.
So that trailer doesn't even touch hardly anything. You look at that trailer and you go, oh, that's going to happen every level. No, because that happens in the first level, and then every single time you get something completely different, and they're so inventive. It's so wild. Sometimes, I don't want to get into too many spoilers with it. Sometimes you get ones where you'll be flying around somewhere, and then you'll get ones where it's just raining stars, so you just get invisibility, indestructibility, kind of and you can bomb through the level. There's ones where it's a black silhouette. There's one where you've got to kind of navigate a big tall Mario through this world where it's all dark and you can't really see much, but it's because it's kind of
Nintendo fucking masters of this. They are the masters.
It's just
they don't care about making a completely complex gameplay mechanic to never see it ever again for the rest of the game. They don't care. They'll do it.
Genuinely, that's what this game is you will play a level, you'll play a world, you move on to the next level, and what you've just experienced in that last world, you won't see again.
Yeah.
Because the next level is, it's set in, obviously they have that typical Mario unique world, so this is kind of the ice level, and this is the sand desert level.
This is the cake level.
This is the lava level, yeah. So each kind of level is based around them, but then they'll just do something completely wild and random in the middle of it all. There's all new enemy types. There's this shit the piranha plants just start singing randomly in one level. Just all this kind of weird and wonderful stuff going off, and it's brilliant. It's just, if you like a 2D Mario, you can't not love this game.
Oh, fuck's sake.
Only 50 quid and all. I might just get it. I might go to CEX, not CEX tomorrow. What's it called? JD Sports' game, however it's called.
Yeah.
Sports Direct's game.
Well,
whatever it's called
go trade your thing in. Diablo. Yeah.
That's good. Yeah, that's a good shout. Go to Sports Directs and get a new game. Weird. So weird.
But yeah, it's great. And the only disappointing thing is that the elephant mode feels a little underutilized. It just feels like, oh, look, you can turn into an elephant. And doesn't really...
Yeah, but have you seen the plushie that they're bringing out?
Yeah, it feels more like a merch thing. I was hoping what it was going to be.
It is a merch thing.
I was hoping what it would have been
different
was
animals.
Different animals, but it's not. Although it does look funny seeing like Peach or Toad as a big fat elephant.
Oh, do they turn into elephants as well? Oh, brilliant.
So the only ones that don't is Yoshi and Nabbit.
All the way through it.
The rest of them, the rest of the characters turn into the big elephant. But yeah, it doesn't do a lot. It's just kind of a fun dynamic. But I do
I'm
wish...
such a prick with Mario games, though. I always play him fully as Luigi because he's my boy.
Yeah, I do wish it had been like different animals. Like, it could have been like a tiger or a cheetah or something. So you kind of had, you're cheetah and you run fast through the level.
Cheetah
something
could have
like
been
that.
like the cat, couldn't it?
Yeah, it would have been quite cool. But and the only
Or a bird.
disappointing thing is, I think it's quite easy. But it's a kid's game as well at the end of the day. And the multiplayer as well, they don't have collision on anymore. So...
so you can't fuck your friends over.
You can't pick people up and chuck them in.
No, you can't do that, but you also can't have kids picking you up and throwing you by mistake either. Because that was always a problem.
By mistake.
No, the kid's terrible for it. They don't know what, they'll press a button and you just like, they'll pick you up and you're like, you put me down.
I'll put you in this hole.
Or they'll get you like, they'll be in front of you and they'll miss a jump and it'll cause you to miss the jump because you'll hit them. Actually, one little thing that just reminded me of going in the tunnels, if they all have like little animations of going in and out of the tunnels now that are all, each character has like their own unique one. So like Luigi will like go in and his hat will stay there and all of a sudden his hand will come back out and grab his hat and pull it into the tunnel.
Boy.
Or when the elephant goes in, it kind of has to squeeze and its legs like dangle a bit while it's squeezing itself in.
Body positive Mario, yeah. Love it.
So it has he's an elephant.
Nintendo have always been very good at doing characterful animations like that and little touches.
They're the masters of it. They are the masters of stuff like that.
It's a little disappointing to hear that it's easy because I mean, like Super Mario World was
not easy.
Was a kid's game and that was viciously difficult.
That was not easy.
There's been one level which I lost maybe about 10 lives on, and the most I've lost on others is maybe 1 or 2. And the one level I lost 10 lives, and I'm not going to tell you what it was because it's a spoiler for a Wonder Seed, and it was just ridiculous but really good fun.
Oh,
but it was hard because of what it turns you into something, and what it turns you into something, it doesn't make the level easy. You've got to really time things properly.
Basically, I know what it is. Mario has some Quaaludes and these fucking
trying to drive his Ferrari home.
But other than that, I haven't found it. The most difficult thing I found was a puzzle level where you have to try and find invisible blocks.
Yeah.
To find these flowers to get you one of the Wonder Seeds. There's no enemies. It's just there is a Wonder Seed on this level. Find it. I'm
still really excited to play it.
Honestly, it's fantastic. It's Mario, isn't it? It's a proper new Mario.
He's the king.
It's not this is a Mario from 10 years ago. We've now just made it look a bit better. And I've seen people being able to like speed run the levels, and like it's all there.
That's what I do. I usually play them and then see how fast.
Yeah, the movement as well feels heavier. Doesn't feel as light, and I like that. It's not as floaty as like other 2D Marios.
Watching kind of some trailers on it now, the graphics are beautiful.
Oh yeah, man,
it's stunning.
Art style is gorgeous. I mean, I know Mario games usually are, but
the art, the music, the everything. It's great. Yeah. There's these little flowers though that constantly chat to you as you're walking through the level.
You can turn that off in options, can't you?
Yeah, I don't know whether I want to or not, but I can see why some people get annoyed by it. It's just like this little American voice going, "Yeah, you're nearly there." It's like, but they help you out because if there's a Wonder Seed around or something, they'll go, "Something's missing around here." Like it kind of.
How come you couldn't have that American accent when we were doing American accent Dungeons and Dragons?
Because
that's a good American accent.
Because I can't keep it up.
Right.
Miller.
Yeah, it was meant to be a shit accent though. That was the whole point because he was undercover.
Cool. You've done another thing, haven't you?
I have done another thing. So the other
more exciting thing.
The other thing that came out this weekend was Martin Scorsese's Killers of the Flower Moon. And I went to go watch that this morning. Despite being hungover, I settled myself in for a 3.5 hour long film.
Did you buy any snacks?
I had to get a burger in there. Like,
a burger in your pocket?
No, I got like
a pocket burger.
It's every man in it, so they do food, and I was just like,
you've got to do, yeah.
I was like, I need food, so I was like, bring me a burger.
I thought you'd been to like Five Guys and put it in your pocket.
No. Luckily, I was the only one in the cinema this morning
for a Scorsese film.
It's 10:30 in the morning on a Sunday.
10:30 in the morning, Scorsese film at 10 on a Sunday. Nah.
It's not one for
Yeah, I
children's
suppose
club,
it's not
is it?
Avatar Ways
Burger
of
at
Water, is
10:30
it?
in the morning.
But when you've been drinking beer all the
Classy.
night before, I appreciated being able to just fart away. The beer farts flowed, and there was no one in there to
Pick your
disturb.
nose, flick your bogies.
Yeah, it was great.
Were you wearing your hoodie?
No.
Oh, shame.
It's too hot in there.
There's beer sweats going on if you had the hoodie on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd have been fucking air at dogging it, me. I'd have been fucking drinking in there, man.
No, I'm on that now. But anyway,
No,
to the
I've
film,
noticed.
to the Killers of the Flower Moon, Martin Scorsese's latest epic. It is based on the book Killers of the Flower Moon, the Osage Murders, and the Birth of the FBI by David Gran. And it's
Which I'm currently reading, by the way.
the true story of basically the Osage Nation in the 1920s lived on a plot of land which were deemed by white people in the area as being pointless. It was just crap land, and they didn't want
Arid
it.
land.
Yeah, so they gave it to the Osage Nation, who all of a sudden, suddenly found oil on there, and then
What?
pretty much became the richest people in the world per capita. So their tribe and the Osage Nation became the richest people in the world because of this oil that they found.
And he's talking Sultan of Brunei rich.
Yeah, and obviously that changes the area. And because of this, the Osage people then start being murdered. And it's the FBI have to step in and unravel this mystery. Now, I have heard from people who are reading the book. The book is more of a whodunit.
Yeah.
If you don't know the story,
it seems that way.
If you don't know the story, the book is very much a whodunit. So that's not how this film's presented. This film is presented more from the perspective of Leonardo DiCaprio's character and Robert De Niro's. And Leonardo DiCaprio plays Ernest Burkhart, who is a war veteran who comes back from World War I and goes to work for his uncle, William Hale, who his nickname, he calls himself King. He tells people to call him King. So you can imagine the kind of person, a rich old
Lovely
white
bloke.
man with a huge cattle ranch who gets people to call him King. Yeah, you can imagine the kind of person he is, yeah. He is actually quite friendly with the Osage Nation. He's very much tied in with them and sees himself kind of as one of them. He'll speak their language. He knows them. He's helped raise their kids. He's helped fund things for them. Like, he is kind of ingrained within that. But behind it all is
Money.
yeah, just money making people evil. And
Yes.
Leo's character Ernest is told, kind of pushed in the direction by William to marry one of these rich sisters who own this land and own this oil. And he meets Molly, played by Lily Gladstone, and it sparks up a relationship, and eventually they get married. And then we start having, one by one, her family starts to die. They start to get murdered. And it kind of just unravels this whole story and conspiracy going on in the area. It takes them literally...
he's just got married. They're getting killed.
Yeah. But it's incredible.
Yes, I'm so glad.
It's so good. It looks absolutely amazing. You know, we were talking earlier about how good stuff looks now. Like, the cinematography and the camera angles and everything in this film just looks absolutely amazing. The cinematographer did The Irishman. It's Rodrigo Prieto. Did Barbie, Wolf of Wall Street, Argo, Irishman, Brokeback Mountain,
That's fucking
Silence.
good then, isn't it?
Yeah, 21 grams. Like, he's got pedigree, and it really shows in this. It's a beautiful looking film. The score's really great, but the performances, like Leo, is just fantastic in this. He's just kind of playing this. To put it bluntly, like, the guy is stupid.
Yeah.
Like, he's just kind of
Getting walked all over.
yeah. He's just a bit. He's just a bit of an idiot, but kind of fancies himself as being a bit more than that, just because of the kind of family links. Lily Gladstone is the standout, though. Considering it, she's not been in many things, and she's acting against Leonardo DiCaprio and Robert De Niro. She just acts rings around them like circles. Like, she's amazing in this. She's so good. I do wish there'd been a bit more around her story, but it takes a lot of the focus mainly on
There's
Ernest.
quite a lot of her in the book so far.
Yeah, there's more. The book is more centered around the Osage people, and the mystery and them trying to kind of figure it out. But Scorsese's doing it from a different angle.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just for 3.5 hours, didn't feel it for me. Like I said before, I'm not one of these people who moan about the length of a film. If
Did you have a poo or anything?
No, I managed to get the whole thing without even
Fantastic.
You need to go into the toilet at all.
Brilliant.
So yeah, the length was nothing because I was fully engrossed with it. Like especially like say Molly, like the pain and everything that woman had to go through. Just people like that she loved being just dying and being killed, and all the while she was struggling with diabetes, which obviously was kind of what at the time wasn't as easily treatable. So she's struggling like hell with that. Her children are sick as well, and yeah, she just brought that kind of pain across on screen, and it was engrossing. Like
so it's not got that Scorsese humour to it then.
Oh yeah, is it?
There's
a bit of humour to it every now and again. Yeah, like because she's a really like she's very headstrong and quite feisty. So when
Harry Potter,
right at the beginning when Ernest is trying to get in her good favour, she's just kind of the way she laughs him off and like the way that she deals with it is.
That's good then.
Like she's in.
It's not just a down film.
Like she's very much in control of how this relationship is going, and
cool.
Yeah, she has some good lines, but there's some other good lines in there every now and again. But yeah, it's brilliant. It's got that obviously that Scorsese kind of gangster element to it. For one, it's not a gangster film, but it has those kind of links to it. You know, they're in the Wild West in essentially in the 1920s. Where there are a
Frontier.
few. Yeah, it's kind of those areas are getting built up. They're still a bit shabby in places, so you still have these people doing moonshine in the middle of the fucking forest, and they're all dodgy and still.
And there's mud.
There's mud. There's bank robbers. There's heists and that stuff still going off. There's still a bit of the old Wild West in those areas, and you get a lot of that. Like
Scorsese's worked quite a bit with DiCaprio now, hasn't he? He's like he's one of his sort of go-to actors, right?
He's his new De Niro, isn't it?
Yeah, he's done Wolf of Wall Street, Shutter Island, Parted.
Shutter Island was so good.
Yeah.
Gangs of New York, Aviator.
I'm starting to look at DiCaprio as one of the best actors ever. His films are just incredible. He's brilliant.
I think he's at the top of his game now, isn't he?
He doesn't do bad films. He doesn't always do amazing films, but he doesn't do bad ones.
He's come a long way since The Beach.
I was going to say, he's managed to lose that pretty boy image, hasn't he? I think that's when a lot of actors come into themselves. Like the same happened with Mahogany.
Mahogany.
Well, Leo does this thing in this film where he constantly has this scowl. I don't know how he holds it. You remember how Carl Urban in Dredd just had that downturned mouth? Yeah. He's like that throughout this whole film. He just looks dishevelled, and he just looks grumpy. And I was like,
I liked him in.
He's clearly got some. Sorry, he's clearly got some like false teeth in because his teeth aren't like Hollywood perfect, and that's doing something with his mouth.
A few times though. Well, like he did it with Revenant, he did it with Don't Look Up, where they tried to make DiCaprio look ugly. He's not an ugly bloke. You know what I mean, they keep trying to do it to him. It's like, I can see there's a pretty man in there.
but he also did it in Wolf of Wall Street because that was when he was doing the on the drug scenes.
Gurning.
He had that gurn to him. That for a man who's never taken Quaaludes, he managed to make it look like he was on Quaaludes.
Hey, they might have manufactured him some for the special day.
One thing I want to ask, Stig, is it a film that's like an essential cinema watch, or is it one that can be watched at home quite happily? Because you mentioned the cinematography.
Yeah, but you're asking someone
coming out
who,
on Apple TV.
Has gone to the cinema to see it when it's coming out on Apple TV within the next few months.
That's what I'm wondering. Is like, I want to watch it. I know it's
for me it is. Film. For me it is. That's why I've gone literally the first weekend. Do
cinema or do I wait for Apple TV?
But how do 3.5 hour films suit you in the cinema? Like, I know that some people don't get it, and I know some people said this probably would have been suited as a mini series more than a film. And Scorsese's kind of taken that. He's taken the freedom of it being a film for Apple TV and streaming and gone, well, if people are going to watch it at home, they can pause it or watch it in chunks. But I'm still going to do it for the film cinema.
I'm fine with longer films. Like I was quite happy to watch Oppenheimer in the cinema. That was
What about
the same length.
Avatar?
That was different because that was a shit long film.
I think it warrants it. I generally think that this film warrants the length for the story. I think it looks beautiful, and
when they're this long, you get to fall in love with the characters. You get the character development perfectly. You get monologues. You get dialogues.
Well,
yeah, there is monologues and stuff in this, like with a lot from like Molly's perspective.
See, that's what I'm looking for from it as a film. Like I want to go and fall into that world. But if it's just a very pretty film with good acting in it, I can watch it on Apple TV. Whereas if it's a film where I can really just let myself go and fall into it, then I want to see it at the cinema on the biggest possible screen.
I think you would do with this.
Okay.
I'm thinking about going tomorrow, mate. Our kids are at school.
I think it's one of his best films for me. My mileage may vary with some people, but at the moment, it might be recency bias as well, but I stuck this down.
It can't be better than Goodfellas, mate.
No, that's his number one.
Absolutely. You're not that daft, are you?
No. Where did I put this? Scorsese, third.
Wow.
It's Goodfellas, Raging Bull, then this.
Ooh, that's good company.
Fucking hell.
But again, I've heard people who've read the book who say they wish a few different things, but Scorsese's telling the story from a different perspective. So
that's why I'm thinking about watching it tomorrow before I finish the book.
Don't look for a whodunit and a mystery. Yeah. It ain't that. It's
character piece.
Yeah.
Also, the word adaptation is a relevant word.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
I've adapted this
to my styling.
Well, originally, Leo was meant to play the FBI agent who Jesse Plemons plays. And then until they kind of flipped it and said, no, we're going to play this character. And this film is like full of other great actors in there. And it's got John Lithgow in there. It's got Brendan Fraser's in it. And there's a whole host of other character actors who you'll look at it and you're ones that you don't remember the name of, but you go, know that guy, know that person.
Well, I'm definitely seeing it at the cinema now because I'm a big supporter of the Renaissance.
Yes.
Yeah. You are, aren't you? You're in the cabal.
Absolutely.
Renaissance cabal. Yeah. Vice president. Okay. That's a solid recommend. And it's making me feel like, let's just end this now and I can go and watch it. Oh, it's too late now. Fuck's sake.
The cinema's shut now, mate.
I'll open it myself.
That's called breaking
excellent.
and entering.
Yeah, I don't even know how to operate things anyway, mate. I can't do that. But yeah, I might go see that tomorrow before I finish the book. It's Scorsese. To me, they are cinema going films.
I don't think that going to this film and watching it and finding out exactly who the bad guy, it's fucking obvious anyway, I think.
Yeah, it's not about that.
No, it was the rich old white men, like,
woo, yeah. Rich old white men, they're always the baddies anyway.
Who would have thought?
Yeah.
Nobody.
I don't think that'll spoil the whodunit.
Twirling his moustache, Gwyn, it was me all along.
Plus, it's a true story anyway, so.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly.
Hang on, are you saying we're the bad guys?
I could have sworn we are the bad guys. Native people.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
It's all the native people, like, fighting between each other, honest.
Oh, dear. Excellent. What a week. And it's a good job I didn't do anything because that was nice and bumper packed. Do we have any feedback this week?
We do. We have a couple of bits from the usual suspects.
The regs.
Xenos has said, recommendation for this week, Swedish rock group called Smash Into Pieces. I came across these guys a few years ago and they just keep releasing banger after banger. I think they're on tour at the moment. And I will put a clip in right here of one of their songs.
When we come together, you set the fire in me. Burn away the feeling in my bones like a never-ending flow. Tidal waves, I'm staying in my soul like a never-ending flow. Burn away like a never-ending flow.
Oh, that were amazing.
That's good, that.
That was certainly a clip.
Love that.
Not my thing.
I mean, we didn't listen to it, guys. We didn't. It's editing magic.
Well,
editing magic.
In the Discord, Xenos has linked a few of their songs, so I'll pick one of those.
I will listen to it at some point.
Robotic Monkey has said, because it's Orange Christmas, as Candy well knows, this week I ended up watching Over the Garden Wall. It's a lovely, creepy animated miniseries that was on Cartoon Network. It's the story of Wirt and his brother Greg, who get lost in a very creepy forest called the Unknown. Wirt is anxious about everything, and Greg is almost adorably cute and innocent little ball of chaos. The duo end up meeting all sorts of characters and trying to help them whilst trying to find their way home. Saying any more than this kind of tips into spoiler territory. Seek it out if you can. It's 10 episodes long. Each episode is only about 10 minutes long. If you're curious, the first episode is up on YouTube.
I started this, and then because everyone said it was great, and I really enjoyed the first episode. And for some reason, I just never watched the rest. I don't know why.
Because it's probably not very easy to access, is it?
It might have been one of those ones where I kind of watched it and it just disappeared, and I was like, "Oh, I'll find it at some point another time."
Maybe.
Yeah.
I feel like I've heard of it. I feel like it was in the zeitgeist.
Yeah.
Also, I've never heard of Halloween described as Orange Christmas.
Oh, that is what everyone calls it.
Yeah.
Is it?
Andy said it about 9 times.
Or pumpkin spice season.
Yeah, I've heard that one.
Fucking pumpkin spice is so overrated, guys.
Oh, it's not.
Get a grip. Get a grip.
It's horrible. I hate pumpkin spice.
No, I love
It's
it.
fucking weird. It's white woman tackle. Middle-aged white woman shit.
I just
There
got
we go
some
then.
pumpkin. I just got some pumpkin spice scented tattoo goo.
Of course you have.
Everyone will be
You
pumpkin
got a bath
spice.
bomb. I'm getting a pumpkin spice bath bomb tonight. I'm like a gingerbread woman.
I mean, it's going to have to be for the Patreon listeners. They're going to have to listen to White Woman Instagram by Bull Burnham.
That's exactly what
I know it is.
She's a white woman on Instagram.
she loves. A bit of latte foam art. Bloody loves it.
She's got one of those Boss Babe t-shirts.
Live, laugh, love.
Oh,
She's all about live, laugh,
please
love.
insert wine.
Oh God, don't! I would wear the shit out of that.
She's got one of them t-shirts. Behind every good woman is a great mother.
Behind every good woman is a gamer bed.
Yes.
Behind every woman there is a wolf.
we need to see if we can find Candy like a black kind of heavy metal long sleeve t-shirt which has the please insert wine on it, but in like death metal font.
Yeah, so you can barely
Like
read it.
my live, laugh, love t-shirt I've got that's just death metal.
Yeah.
It's my favourite t-shirt.
Last up is Angry Kurt. He says, "Hi crew. This weekend I've been playing a lot of Spider-Man 2. It's very good. And
Was it out?
Apparently so.
Okay.
It's very good, but I think all the problems I had with the first game, i.e. repetitive side content and weak sections where the pace is slowed to a crawl, are still in the game. I love the combat though, and the story has some fantastic set pieces. Actually, Stig, I know you haven't reviewed it yet, but I just want to find out. Stealth sections?
I've already had a stealth section.
No!
Oh,
But-
why?
But it's stealth as Peter. So
Oh,
at least
okay, fair enough.
at least you're
Ah.
like jumping around on ceilings and crawling
Okay.
through vents and stuff.
Not Mary Jane.
Yeah, not the Mary Jane.
No, but
sequences.
it is an instant fail if you get caught. You get like a flashback where you go to you and Harry are kind of trying to find something in the school like late at night.
They didn't learn. Anyway, Kirk
You
goes
do
on
ride
to
a
say-
bike there though.
Fair enough.
Oh dear.
You get to ride a
goes on
bike.
say, I also went back to watching 24. I remember watching it as a teenager when I first got Netflix, and it was the closest I ever got to binging a show where I think I watched 3 episodes in a row one evening. Oh, bless you.
3 hours.
I got up to season 5 before it was removed, and I forgot it was now on Disney+. It's very
Yeah,
ridiculous, but I love it. Jack Bauer is a great character in my book.
He
It's
is.
fucking great.
I love 24.
Apart from all the war crimes he commits.
Doesn't
Yeah,
matter.
crimes against humanity.
He does it in the name of stopping terrorists.
He does it in the name of freedom.
I think is it by season 3 or 4 where he's like implicated as like being the bad
Yeah.
guy, and it's like no one believes him, even though he's literally saved the president's life twice, if not 3 times, and the world. And he's
Yes,
like, no,
but
we
they
don't
needed a
believe you.
scapegoat. They needed a scapegoat.
This
time, it's personal.
Like it's a fun concept for sure. I absolutely love
It
the
is.
fact that it is such a post 9/11 TV show.
Oh yeah.
But also the fact that none of them seem to anticipate that at the turn of the hour something big happens. Every hour for a day. He finished off saying, "Oh,
You never see him have a shit either, do you?
no, he never gets the loo." He also points out, other than that, I'm on the last 200 pages of Order of the Phoenix, so I'll hopefully get that done this week. So that's just the epilogue then, Kurt.
I've seen that film.
He needs to crack on because we'll be recording Half-Blood Prince soon.
Oh shit, I've got to watch that, Anna.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you do.
I've got to find out who the Half-Blood Prince is. Could it be?
I know who he is.
I know you know. I don't.
It's Dave from Down the Social Club.
Shh, don't
It
ruin
could
it.
be. It could be.
Don't. Yeah.
Dave. It's always been Dave.
Or it's Gary who you get your blow off.
No, not Gary. No. There's no royalty
That's
to
the
him, mate.
half-grand prince.
Hey!
Hey.
3 for 100, Prince. Anyway, is that the
That's the feedback.
Well, as always, links to all our extracurricular activities are in our show notes and at modernescapism.co.uk. And yeah, we have just recorded a very special patron episode. You'll all get that if you are a patron. I know I say every month and every week. This is one you really want to pay for and listen to it. If you're a patron, you're going to have an absolute. Our patron episodes are usually at 45 minutes long. This isn't.
It's a lot longer and it's a lot more bitter.
Yeah, we all fell out. We all fell out. We had to have a meeting with HR just to get back together. We nearly split the band. The band was nearly split
a
up.
knife.
Yeah. It is well worth paying to listen to it. It's a knockout. We haven't done a knockout in ages. If you love those knockout shows, everyone's giggling, everyone's being sinister, everyone's being mean. We've crowned something as something. Please, just even if it's just for 1 month, guys, just for 1 month.
Patreon.com/modernescapism.
There you go.
Even for
£5
what-
plus VAT.
Even the thing is, though, for 1 month, it unlocks everything else. So it's not just new stuff.
You've got 3 years worth of content or whatever.
Yeah.
2 years.
Me and Biggie shouting about Fast and Furious films.
It's incredible.
Yeah,
Do it.
Still got 1 more to do, guys.
I know.
Stop it.
Maybe it's a Christmas present. Maybe we should do that in December, Biggie. We'll do
It
that as
is.
a Christmas present for the Patreon.
I've told
The
you that's
modern
that's
escapism
going out.
calendar. Every day a different one.
That's going out at Christmas.
All 25 Fast and Furious films.
Perfect. But yes, please consider supporting us. But before we end the show for you cheap ass bastards. Oh, she's yawning.
Sorry, I'm still here.
It's time for some Candyland nonsense.
And now, what's up in Candyland?
Yeah, so right. Here's my theory. Every household has a different name for the remote control. In my family, it's the Plinky Plonk. What are your names?
What?
The fuck a Plinky Plonk?
Yeah, check us a Plinky Plonk.
I call it a remote.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do.
Oh,
TV remote. Call it remote.
I mean, I call it the remote now. When I was a kid, my parents called it the zapper.
Yeah,
that's
my
awful.
friend's mum used to call it the Dewberry Firkle because she couldn't think. She just couldn't think of the thing or the clicker.
Oodles, what was yours?
I don't want to say.
No, you have to now.
You'll say it. Can't be any worse than candies.
No, it's a bit of a slur. I'm not saying it. Back in the day, not now. Back in the day. No, I can't. I literally cannot even
Don't
tell you
say
on
it.
air. I'll have to tell you off air. It's really
What do you call it
fucking
now?
bad. A remote.
A remote.
Biggie.
Oh, I'll get kids. Pass me the DualSense 5.
Biggie.
I literally called it the thingamajig the other day for my daughter because I couldn't for a second think of the name, and she was like, "Well," and she couldn't pronounce thingamajig either. So I had to explain what that was.
That's what that's basically what my friend's mum was. When she couldn't think of anything, she'd be like, the Dewberry Firkle, and she'd point at the remote like it was just a.
That's like a Roald Dahl book.
My grandma called it the Doofadingler once. That was funny.
Doof is quite a good one, or Dewberry. So I've
I
got.
remember. I remember
Biggie, we need you to get an audio recording of Hoop saying thingamajig. I want to see it.
Faith.
I want to hear what it sounds like. She can't pronounce because she is.
Yeah.
I mean, she is like weaponized adorable already. Because I kind of want to hear this.
she's like the
I'll see
kid
if I
from
can
Monsters
find-
Inc.
get it
Isn't
to
she?
She is.
She's like that
She's like boo.
Yeah. But like my nanny, rest her soul, if there is such a thing as a soul, picture it, old, frail Jewish woman. She had a remote on a wire on her old wooden telly.
Yeah.
And she used to go, bring me the attachment. Bring me the attachment. That's what she called it. This is a woman, by the way, that when she was alive, she used to make toast with a poker on a fire.
Oh.
That's what she did. Because that's just from where she was born in her country. That's what she did. Toast on a poker.
My granddad was one of those tech hoarders, but it's like old tech. So it was like in his house, he had like about 15 VCRs.
It's like past the Hitachi HP 5600.
But I remember the VCR that he always used, and the one that he always had. He had this. It was this fucking beast of a thing. I don't know where he got it from. It wasn't
them wide boy ones.
Well, it wasn't new when he got it. I assume he got it from the Soldier Club.
Probably.
But it had
in a raffle.
It had like 2 tape decks in it, so you could record between videos.
Oh, sweet.
But
did you ever
the remote or the zapper, there were more buttons on it than the fucking Enigma machine. It was ridiculous.
Yeah.
I had no idea how to run this. I'm sitting, Grant's like, how do I play my Looney Tunes video? And he's like, oh, it's just this one. This, and it goes. And it's like, I'm never going to remember that. I'm 6.
Did you ever have that position like when you went to elder relatives and I'm like, oh, you need to tape Emmerdale for me on my cassette on VHS? I did not know how to set up a tape to record at a specific time.
No,
I did not
no
know how to do that.
That
Is science.
My granddad's head exploded when Video Plus came out. You just put a code into it and it would record. I'm like,
but people come to my phone shop and say, I can't use these smartphones. They're so difficult. I'm like, you used to set recording when you were on holiday.
I used to be able to do that.
How
did you stick? Could you do it?
They were the people whose video players would always flash in midnight.
It's just a fucking pain in the ass because
it's press 2 buttons at once.
But you always had to start it like 5 minutes beforehand and then 10 minutes after in case it was like an overrun or something. Or it was your clock was slightly different to theirs, Because if you just set it for like
terrestrial TV is, but it was a thing.
It just cut out, you find that the ending would cut out.
I remember really letting my nanny down because she used to like Antiques Roadshow. She wanted me to tape it for her, and I just completely fucked it up.
Worst part was setting the timer on your video right, but the wrong channel.
Oh, that's what I did. I think I did record the wrong channel.
You try and record The Simpsons at like at 6 o'clock on BBC Two, but you've got it on ITV and you've got to watch the news.
Oh no! Or the end of Home and Away.
Candy.
Yes.
I presume this was going somewhere
It
before
was.
we derailed it.
Yeah.
They're getting extra content for free.
Exactly. Well, anyway, I've got some new names for your consideration. Feel free to use any of these.
Oh no!
What,
No,
just for a remote.
Yep. We've got the channel operator,
Nope.
the couch commander,
Nope.
the gadget of digital domination,
That's me.
That's gotcha.
the program prodder, the tube changerator, the button basher, the screen sorcerer, the gizmo governor, the box buster, the binge brigadier, binge
Box Buster is
brigadier,
Yeah, it is.
the flickety wicket,
No, that's
the
Biggie.
tellywhacker, and the
Tallywhacker.
and the tune-in titan. Any of those.
Is this
feel free.
mandatory?
All of which
Do we have to
take
do this?
a lot longer to say and tie your tongue off the remote.
Yeah, but the remote's boring, though, isn't it? When you could be using the gizmo governor.
Candy, have you been checked recently for brain tumor?
No, I should probably check, shouldn't I?
Has
need a
the
CAT scan.
hair dye soaked in? Is your brain orange now?
Yeah, orange. I've got orange brain.
She's going to get a CAT scan and say, right,
There's just a
unfortunately,
cat in there.
Miss Machine, there seems to be a tomato in your head, not a brain.
Oh, I don't like
Just a red
tomatoes.
tomato just in your
No,
head
but
because all the dye.
It's Terry's chocolate orange.
There's a Terry's chocolate orange in your head.
But just one segment.
Half
Well,
eaten.
enough of that nightmarish Lovecraftian horror that is Candyland. If you are not a patron, this is the end of the road for you. If you are a patron, see you in a few seconds. Bye. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.
It's a wine
It's
off,
another
not a sign off.
bit gone.